The mic grab onto a piece of the bundles just now.
I gotta start by saying, Clyde, you're a whiz for setting this up, man.
Yeah,
Facts.
man.
I didn't know if it was gonna be possible, but
We got it.
we figured it out.
Thank you
Have
so much,
faith.
Clyde. I know.
We do.
Yeah.
Look, when we got Toronto's finest, we got the baddies in this.
We got
The real bad girl, shot o'clock. Yeah,
guys, we got a very, very full house on episode. Are we 5? 5?
We honor Jason.
Season 6, episode 5 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. This is the most rooms, bodies, baddies we've had on this show. This is a record-breaking moment. So shout out to production. Shout out to us for putting this together. Shout out to you beautiful women for coming and blessing the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
I'm Tresor.
Mucho.
And I'm Clyde.
And we have 3 beautiful Toronto artists on the couch. Please introduce yourself, ladies.
I'm Leila Dey.
Big Double M.
Taaylee G.
Nah, give us more.
Give us more.
Let me that's aggressive. Maybe like
Well, we'll start with this. Like, you guys just dropped Attention, right? Like, tell us about how that came together.
Yeah, so actually this is Attention, the remix
Sorry,
that we
Attention
just dropped.
remix.
Yes.
Not the Baltimore Club version.
Not the Baltimore Club
I mean?
version, not the original. There's like 2 other versions. But yeah, this is the Attention remix. It's featuring Double M and Taaylee G. We just dropped it. It has been amazing. How it came about, to be honest, when I wrote Attention, the original Attention, I always thought in my mind that I was going to have a remix. And to be honest, I always thought I already knew that I was going to have Double M on the remix. I don't know how. I just have this thing when like I hear a song or I hear something sonically, I know like where I want it to go. And so even when I dropped the original, I was like, I need to get Double M on Attention remix. Like there has to be a remix.
You two like contrast.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
There's duality there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we contrast. And then somebody had introduced me to Taaylee, and immediately when I heard her sound, I was like, she's the perfect 3 to our 2. That I was like, this is happening for sure. So yes, that's how it came about. We got into the studio and we made magic, and I'm so happy about it because the song eats.
Yeah.
The song does eat.
Thank you.
You guys complement each other. Like, you're like on the like melodic, sweet, whatever thing. You're kind of in the middle. You kind of bounce between both. I'm talking to Taaylee for those who are listening. And then you got the aggression with it.
Don't say aggression.
right?
Aggression isn't negative.
You're coming hard on it.
She's the herb. You know what I mean?
the herb.
Aggression.
Yo, that's a crazy. Coming hard on it is nasty work, Mucho. It's nasty work, Mucho.
My fault.
But anyways, Mucho went straight into. I thought we were gonna warm up a little bit. You went straight into business, but yes, congratulations on your guys' collab on the Attention remix. I love the song, and I love to see because I mean, Toronto, we have artists, rappers, some good, some bad. But the women, right? I feel like the women are very underrepresented in the city, especially when it comes to music and anything that we do. And I really, really love seeing you guys come together. I'm not gonna lie. It was something that's different, something that I haven't seen a lot of Toronto female artists do. Women in like American artists do all the time. You know, they have one song and then Young Miami and it's Meg and then it's, Lola Brooke and then it's Sweetie and it's Jhené Aiko. Like they love to collab on remixes. So I commend all 3 of you for doing that, and please keep doing more. It was really good. You guys just meshed really. Whoever had that, you Leila, you had that vision. That was really good. Yeah. Because I would have never thought. I mean, my brain's not that musically inclined, but I like just to think like, okay, all of us would fit together. And I think having Double M do like the intro, and then you come in with like your sexiness in the end, like it worked very well. Yeah, it worked very well.
Thank you.
The flow was good.
I agree.
I told you I was trying to slow wine on the track. When I heard it, I'm like, okay, not trying to look. I'm like, bumbo. It started to go in my head, like, I started to close my eyes and vision what's going on, and I'm like, yeah, this is mad.
Yeah. When I heard it in the studio when you were like, and I'm pulling up, and I'm like, we're pulling up the record. Start again. That was dumb.
When I heard the record for the first time, I was in the car with you. I'm like, we're pulling up. Yeah, it made sense. Yeah, it made sense still, the approach.
It's vibes.
And you guys, Leila and Double M, you guys have collabed before.
Yeah.
Because you're on Double M, your EP, right?
Yes, EP Customer Service, the song Get It, featuring Leila Dey. She beefed it up for me. You feel me? She came and supported me. I said, yo, I feel like this is nice. Because I said, I'll have you know I'm singing on it too.
Yes.
I have you know. But I said to Leila, like, yo, honestly, I need you to take me to church with this. I said, yes. I said, I need you to back me up, fam, but take me to church. And she just, you know, came and spit her. I said, bad gal, big up yourself.
Period. But you know what's funny? But what's funny is that actually we recorded Attention Remix first. And then I recorded Get It for Double M. So we actually did Attention first. It's just me. I take long to release things. So but nonetheless, it was still such a good vibe. We definitely banged that out too. Get It is like one of my favorite songs off your EP.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a good sample.
Yeah.
You know I love a sample.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out Caddy, yo. Shout out Caddy.
Caddy,
honestly.
did you make that?
Yeah, Caddy on the beat. Yeah, I definitely told him, like, fam, I really want to give, like, I don't know, like, in my head when I'm writing, it's giving, like, yeah, like Busta Rhymes, Timberland, Missy, like, I want to give that. Destiny's Child, like, that's what I know, right?
Yeah.
So I said it to Caddy, like, yo, I have this, and this, and I want to give this. What do you think? And he sent me that beat back. And as soon as he did, I was like, yeah. The first thing in my head was, it's the first of the month, and I'm like, what's the dilly, yo? Because you're calling up, like, you know what I mean? That's how it came. And so shout out Caddy for that. So he definitely inspired the tuggy, the tugness.
But you guys ate that, even the way that you went on the track. Because remember, I was listening to the other day when we linked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, hold on. I never heard, like, hold on. So wait, this is Leila? Like, no, you ate that, like, both you guys together.
Thank you. Love that, man.
Yeah.
It's good vibes. It's always vibes.
And double M. Why are you stealing like father's pensions?
What do you mean?
What, did you have that? You had that bar in the freestyle. I swear.
Sharing is caring, family. You're supposed to have it all, you know what I mean, to himself. I need that.
Jamming, man.
A little bit.
That's hilarious. And yo, also for those of y'all listening, I'm gonna say it out so we put the pressure on her. Me and Taaylee have been in the studio a couple times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hits.
Wow.
Hits. We have some fire. So y'all
Where's
gotta
the
put
music?
the fire
It's
under
coming,
her
it's coming,
to
it's
get
coming.
that
Where's
drop.
the
Because
music?
those are so hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have
I need
a
a
few
verse.
heaters.
We were just writing. I don't have a feature.
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
wrote some hot shit.
Yeah.
So that needs to come out soon. But yes,
I want to
we'll
hear
talk.
that. I want to hear that. I know.
Yeah.
No.
Taylor, how is Tresor in the studio?
He's so professional. Let me put that out there because a lot of people aren't professional. We know that all too well, but yeah, he's very professional. I love being in a room, like I say this all the time, like I love being in a room where I feel like I could just learn something.
Yeah.
I feel like he makes me think outside of my box. Like, you know, he's very like commercial. And I like that about him. Like I really like that about him because like sometimes like as an artist, you don't tend to go so commercial when you're creating. I feel like he pulls that out of me. And he's very like I'm very like, yo, I'll take control. Like I'll let someone else take control and tell me like, yo, what do you feel like I should do? So he'll tell me like, yeah, like I think you should approach him more like this or like more like that and And like I feel like he was great. He's great. We've been in the studio multiple times, but yeah.
I love that.
He's lit. If you ever want to write a track, you know, you should.
I'm saying,
Someone
I've been
sees
seeing
you
the
out on a diss track.
content. I know. I've been seeing the content. Like it's really creative. I've always loved that about your content, especially. So,
Yes, gas
shout
me
out
up.
to you. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take it. We don't really get
Baddies
it.
in the room and we're gassing up the sword. Please.
As you can clearly see, it doesn't happen a lot around here. So I'll take it when I get it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But also, Leila, so you're an R&B singer, right?
Yeah.
Very good one.
Thank you.
And I don't want to say the R&B scene in Toronto is better than the rap scene, but it is, kind of.
Facts.
In a sense. So, like, what made you pivot to, like, okay, instead of going with, like, other strong R&B artists, right? You
Yeah.
have Savannah Ray, you have Aquila, which allegedly is your sister.
It's the allegedly crazy. It's the allegedly is crazy. Yeah.
Yes. So what? I'm not obviously. What made you okay? You know what? I actually want two rappers on this versus I want an R&B collab on this.
Yeah. It's just the energy of the song. Like this song for at least the Leila Dey catalog is a little bit more forward. It has an undertone of like sexiness and sex appeal, and so I wanted to continue to bounce off of that energy. And for me, like, who better to do that than Double M and Taaylee? It's really just that simple. So I have other records, R&B records, that I would absolutely love to collaborate with other R&B artists on. I just felt like this record needed something else. And I'm like I love the 90s era and like the era of people like R&B and hip hop collaborating. And I'm just like, that just eats to me. So I was like, I really want to be able to bring that energy back into now, the 2025. So that was really the inspiration behind getting 2 rappers. And I'm always gonna reach for the Gaudem first. That's just me. I'm just like a girl's girl. So I'm always gonna reach for women first, especially Black women. And then I'll be like, okay, like if it's not working out or it's not really the intention isn't there or the vibe isn't there, then I'll go elsewhere. But yeah.
Do you generally believe like a girl's girl?
I am, but like not in like a fake way. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, like I do everything for the guy. I'm like, it's not really like that. Like I will clock that tea, like, like, you know what I mean? Just saying like, I'm not gonna like just be a fool out here. But like, like I know for myself, like I'm not interested in bringing down other women. So in any case, in any time, like I would consider myself to be a girl's girl in that sense. But like,
no R&B.
Because someone questioned if I was a girl's girl once.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm a girl's girl. For sure I'm a girl's girl. And then I thought about it and I was like, I'm a selective girl's girl though.
And that's fine.
What I mean?
Like, I would agree.
I know what you mean.
I would agree. You should be.
And I think that's a bad thing. Like,
I don't.
Like, oh, she's not a girl's girl.
No, not all girls deserve that.
Thank you.
Period.
Like what? If she's calling you out of your name and telling you suck your mother, like are you gonna be like, okay, babe?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna be like, suck your mother.
Okay,
like what?
I'm also very protective of like my space and like who I let in it. And some people just like, oh, she's not a girl's girl, but it's like not even that. Like I don't know you, man or woman. You know what I mean? Like yes, I want to see every woman win. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you and I have to talk in the bathroom and kiss, can hug, and bestie, no.
Yeah, no.
I hold my corner.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I was gonna use that bathroom example, coming to think of it, like just let's say you're at the club, right? You walk into the bathroom and you see a girl with her tag sticking out. Are you gonna tell her? Does that like, you know what I mean? Are you gonna tell her? Well, yeah, selective, because I would tell her if I see her. Not if she just tried to embarrass another girl. I'm not telling you. You're gonna look like an idiot walking out there. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand why you say selective. If I see you like trying to dog out somebody or embarrass somebody, I'm not on that. Yeah. But if I see like you're normal, like, you know what I mean? Like respectful, like of course. Absolutely.
I also think it's just genuine. Like it's genuine. Like you're not gonna get along with everybody, but I think for how I like to live my life, like for the majority of the time, I'm gonna represent the Gaudem, and I'm gonna always try to uplift the women. That's just what it is. But it is selective. I think it's disingenuous to act like it's not selective for everybody.
Because some of those girls who are girls, everybody be scared.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're scared.
Like you're everyone's friend.
Yeah. Everybody's friend.
Like
everybody like you. Everybody else is the problem. But you. I don't know.
But you tell me everybody's business and ask me what's going on.
That part.
Don't worry about my team. That part. Worry about your team. Don't worry about my team.
And finish it with. But anyways, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm looking like I'm straight. Yeah, I'm all right.
Exactly.
You're not giving them anything.
Just make sure the wash.
Yeah.
Very much.
I'm all right.
But if each of you say like I had no idea who any of you were, and I was just a random person on the street, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm an artist. If you had to describe your sound to me, and I had no idea, never heard your music, nothing, how would you describe it? Because I always want to hear artists describe their sound. So if I'm like, Taaylee, like, okay, you're an artist, what's your sound like?
I think for me it's kind of hard because I feel like I've been in the industry the shortest amount and I'm still trying to figure out my sound. Leila actually the other day said like, I feel like you have your sound. Like I know when it's you that's on the track, which is like, like, thank you. But I still feel like I'm trying to find my sound. So like, I feel like for the songs that I have out now, a lot of people compare me to like old school New York vibes. I hear Foxy.
I hear that.
Yeah, right? That's what I said.
Yeah, I'll hear like a Foxy Brown type thing. But I feel like there's like I can get into other pockets. So I don't know. I just feel like I hear it when people say Foxy, like hats off to Foxy. I'll take that. It's a compliment, But yeah, I feel like I'm also like I'm Taaylee at the end of the day. I don't know. Like I wouldn't know how to I wouldn't know how to like say, like I wouldn't know how to box myself in to say I sound like this artist or like if you like this type of music then you'll like me type thing. But like I feel like like I could play you a few songs and you tell me like what you think type vibe.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What about you, Miss Ma'am, Leila?
I feel like I'm a 90s R&B girly through and through. I feel like people just say that my sound is very nostalgic. Like it just feels like being in the 90s era, and that's the era that like I grew up in, so I'm very influenced by that time. But I'm an R&B girly like through and through. I think I'm more traditional R&B than I am like more like contemporary R&B, but I do dabble because obviously we're in 2025. But like I think a lot of the things that I immediately run to, like whether it's my ad libs or the way that I do background vocals, like I love Brandy, so I pull from that inspiration. Is very like 90s 2000s era. So I would say that like that's kind of the sound that I have. But just like Taaylee, it's hard to kind of put people in boxes and genres. It's always a hard question for me because like as artists we're expected to grow and like explore and be creative, and so oftentimes like when you're put into a box it feels limiting. So I don't know, that's like the easiest way that I can describe my sound. I know that it's very 90s, doesn't matter what song I'm on, people are like, this feels like nostalgic, it just feels like I've heard it, or like it feels like I remember this sound somewhere, and that's the best way I think I can describe my sound.
Do you think we have to let go of the 90s and 2000s? People always say like we have a problem with always revisiting 90s, 2000s, whether it's samples or it's the nostalgia. Yeah, like the millennials have a very nostalgia issue where we always want to go back to like 2000s parties and 90s parties. Like why can't we let go?
That was the good days though.
Yeah,
like that's
where the real
like that's
shit
why
was.
Tupac is trending right now
Like,
because we missed that. Like
I see the hate. I see the 90s hate low key from Gen Z. Like, you know what I mean?
The music, I think it's cool in the music.
Yeah.
I think the parties do have to stop though. We need a new theme. Everyday 2000s parties. We need a new.
It's the easiest lick to just
the 2025 party.
I think we do need a new theme.
Well, 70s party? 80s party?
Let's switch it up. 70s parties. Bring the afro.
Bring the afro back. Bring the cocaine out.
And the coke.
My bad.
Let's that it stops at 70s.
Yeah, right. Or 60s.
Right? We're not going to because
60s is like a little.
I know. It's rough.
That's insane. Anyways, Double M, please. I want to hear from you because girl, your sound is very unique.
Child,
So
for
please
me,
describe it.
And I have a question about it after.
Okay.
Let's say I'm introducing myself to somebody. I'm saying, it's your girl, big Double M in the cut, like rubbing alcohol, and I know it burns. I'm letting you know that. I'm letting you know that my music gives, I feel like it gives confidence. You feel me? If you're on the treadmill and you're trying to get to that point where you almost throw up, I'd be that girl. You know, a lot of people actually message me and say, like, you know, like, this track got me through this, and this track got me through this, and this track got me to take a gal man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm joking. But I have a lot more music coming, and I hope to tap into different sides. Like, you know, I would say off rip, like everyone says, like, you know, I'm aggressive, but I'm trying to tap into my girly side. I have some fast songs, slow songs, dance songs, sad songs. You know what I mean? Fighting songs. So like, you know, I try to bounce everywhere. But in terms of like, if we want to talk just specifically what my songs give, what I feel like my sound is, confidence, period.
Oh, I really like that. Yeah. Because when I heard your rap, I was like, yo, this girl sounds so Toronto. Not in a bad way.
Yes, that's
but
what I was going to say.
I can't help it. It's hard for a woman to sound Toronto in a good way.
Yeah, facts.
It's crazy. Because
It's facts. No, it's facts.
People meet me, they say, "Oh my God,
so
you do
Toronto."
talk like that." I'm like, "Who am I supposed to be?" You
yeah.
know, like they're like, "You really do sound like," and I'm like, "Well, yeah." Like, you know, I'm from here, fam. I can't help it. Like, you know, and with my background being Jamaican, like it's natural. Like,
what ends are you from?
I would say all over. There's no specifics really, but when I grew up, like my childhood was in Toronto, and I did all 4 years in Brampton. Shout out St. Edmund Campion, period. You feel me? I did all 4 years in Brampton.
Champion's in the building.
Champion in the building. Loud Bears.
We slapped you guys in balls.
Just chill.
Yo, Eastern?
Yeah, just talk low.
Okay, but basketball, we slapped y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I'm from Toronto, and I rep Brampton hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Period.
So, you know,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I
I love me some Campion
that.
people.
Right,
My mom didn't let me go there.
Wait, why didn't your mom let you go to Campion?
So when I'm a Brampton girl too,
Campion was a little sticky
by the way.
back
So you went to Mary's?
Yeah, it was.
So I used to
all the back
live
kids are
in
from
like
there.
the Sandalwood, Brevard area,
Yeah.
but then my dad passed away, so we moved back to like South Brampton, like closer to Saga. But I wanted to go. I said I tell you guys, all the cute
Campion.
boys went to Campion.
Yeah.
So I was googling flex borders and like how to enroll in school. I live nowhere near Campion. I was trying to figure out how to go to Campion because all the cute boys are going to Campion.
It was jumping
But
them
You went
times.
to go to school for mine?
For the month, yes, I went to go to school.
was
Cute
jumping.
boys.
I'm not even going to hate.
High school was the best time.
Yes. all the cute boys in them little navy shirts and them khaki pants, they look good.
Period.
Yeah, girl.
It was, and then after when we had the little tight up pants, and then somebody like me, I'm wearing the boy pants, but I skinny those. The feet, I skinny them. What do you mean? Not tapered. What? My hands are in my pockets, so the body look fat. You're gone. Hey, leave me alone, yeah. I was nice in high school. You guys gone. I don't care.
You're still nice.
I know,
Exactly.
still nice.
Leila, what end are you from, Leila?
I'm actually, so I grew up in the beaches. So I went to
Oh, the
Eastern.
beaches.
I know.
Interesting.
But because I played ball, I literally frequented like every ends. Like I was playing at Yace in the West End. I was
wait, you're a baller?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
He's hurt now.
Yes, I know exactly. You understand.
I feel like I can kind of see that,
Listen, I played for Jamal McGlure. I played Jamba. I played like Yace. I was all over at Falstaff. So like I literally was everywhere, like literally playing ball. So I did like OBA. Shout out Eastern. That was my high school. We definitely slapped Campion. So I just want to say that. But nonetheless, those are I'm washed up now.
Great, like Canadian basketball.
Absolutely.
Roots too. Like,
absolutely. If you know anything about ball, like, and especially the history of basketball in this city, like Eastern Commerce is definitely in that conversation. So that's where I grew up. The ends, but like I said, I frequented everywhere, so I know a lot of people from different ends. I know. I wasn't like, you're saying like.
No, like you don't hear that often. Like
No,
from the
just
beaches,
kidding,
I'm like,
kidding.
people are from the beaches.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, well, like
lot of
I'm not
families
like
there,
rich. Like it was definitely
Yeah,
the hood. I
it's
just want to
more-
make that very clear. Like it was not like the rich end of the beaches.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
definitely.
Was it
hood.
further from the beach?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the
Furthest from the
walkway that
beach.
goes out to the beaches? What's
The
that?
boardwalk?
The boardwalk.
That's shady.
The boardwalk. I know, right? That is
shady. It's a little shady. It's a little shady. It's a little shady.
And Taylor, are you Scarborough?
No,
No
why,
way.
why'd you get
Rexdale.
No,
Rex.
Why do you get
You give
Scarborough?
me East End a little bit, not that way, but you give me East End a little bit.
The thing is, my whole team is from the East End, so I'm always like, East End niggas. Like, can you say niggas on here?
Yeah.
I'm always like East End
Well,
niggas. Like, my whole team is from the East End, but I'm from the West. Like,
Yeah? Like what, Brampton Saga?
No, like
Jane?
Rexdale.
Oh, like that. Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Like, yeah, Rexdale.
I thought you were just guessing.
No.
Using a Rexdale shirt with East End.
Right.
Oh my God, can get you.
No, I'm good. I'm not gonna shoot up a place. Like,
I didn't mean that. I just meant that. I feel like people who aren't from East,
They feel offended.
Yeah, if you say, "Oh, you're from East,"
yeah.
it's almost like a distance.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like an East End shorty by association at this point. Like, I can't shake them. Everyone that joins my team is from the East. I'm like, what's going on here?
I mean, talent is bred in the West, but
Yay.
I'll let it slide.
Okay, where you from?
The West, Brampton.
Oh,
Yeah.
I spent every summer. My cousins all went to Campion, Fletcher's,
And it was lit out there, wasn't it?
Yeah. They were a little. My cousins are all boys. They were hoes. Yeah. I met a lot of females that way.
Oh.
And Taylor, you know Taayle, right? Did you grow up with
Yeah. I
him?
went to school with him.
Okay.
We went to what's it called?
Who?
Safari Bailey. He does like Hutsy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you're just naming people. I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, no, we went to high school together actually. But he was leaving when I was coming in, so like we spent like a year together. But yeah. He's good peoples. Yeah.
What's up on the docket?
You want to go into the? I mean, okay.
Get
Well,
some topics.
We have a real hooper here, so we
I
can
said, do
talk
you want to
about
start
that.
with NBA? Do you want to start about me fighting for my life last week in the comments?
happened?
Guys, you
happened?
That's more interesting.
men
Yeah.
left me for dead.
We
Wow.
love you, man. You chose an
Give him
awful hill to
context.
die.
Give him context.
You chose a really
Now
bad
that we
hill,
have
bro.
women in the room,
Yeah, let us
we
back
will-
you.
Okay,
I'm here.
thank you. So last week, right, we were talking about background story. And don't listen, people try to come for me in the comments. Just know I'm not the one.
You know what's funny? I didn't even know because people come at you a lot. So I
they?
feel like two things happened this week. So we'll start with something
Oh,
like
yes.
yeah.
London
Okay.
came out twice this
Yeah.
week. So let's talk about the podcast. People can. So,
Yeah.
okay, last week, having a very good conversation. First of all, these are my friends in real life, okay? I think I have to remind people.
Yeah.
These are my
tell
friends
them.
in real life. I love all of these guys, okay? I will beat up any girl for them. So, people forget that when they're like watch. And honestly, they don't know, right? They're on the internet. People forget that. I'm also a very loud talker. I come from a family of yellers. My friends all yell. When I yell, it's not like I hate you. It's offensive. I'm just like, I'm passionate. I'm yelling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, we were talking about Joey Chavez, and I don't know if you guys heard about the LA fires and stuff. She posted a video saying that, like, you know, she was staying at her mom's house. First of all, Joey Chavez has 3 baby fathers.
Yeah.
Okay? All rich.
Yeah.
NFL player, future. So what was it? Future, Bow Wow, and
Trevon
Diggs.
Wow.
So NFL rapper, right? She's saying how she's staying at her mom's house, this. She's saving up to stay, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, if you have 3 rich baby daddies, like, and you can't post up with one of them, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Also, like, they should be giving you bread, blah, blah.
Yeah, facts.
Then we got into, they live in different places, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, okay, well, in case of emergency, right? I'm not a mother, but I have maternal instincts. Right? And I was saying, if your child, let me emphasis on child, okay? Let's say ages 2 to 7, gets injured, medical emergency, breaks their hand, needs stitches, falls, breaks their arm, something that requires they have to go to the hospital. I cannot fix this. And your baby father is, say, I don't know, in New York. And you're like, listen, our kid's in the hospital, right? Would you expect them to try to be with you immediately?
Absolutely.
So where was the argument?
Yeah, where is it?
I was saying.
Where's the
I didn't
problem?
say anything because I got destroyed in the comments because I was yelling
was
and I was
polarizing.
emotional
hold on.
and I was screaming and I was unladylike. So
It was the
what were you
delivery
saying?
that they didn't agree with.
I was
everything.
saying, I agree that you can be there. If you should be there, you can be there. But I had 2 caveats. One, I said, is it fatal? Right?
Okay.
And by that,
That's
so y'all gonna let me
yeah.
finish?
Okay, go ahead.
I said, is it fatal?
Yeah.
And I think the disconnect just comes with because there was not really any context for the situation. To me, if I'm Future or if I'm Trevon Diggs, I'm a rapper, maybe I'm on tour, maybe I have a game. I don't think it's realistic for you to expect me to leave where I am. Like, say I have a game tomorrow. If my son breaks a hand or breaks his leg,
child.
kid. But now you're putting ages on the kid. We didn't have ages
Yes,
on the
we
kid.
did. It wasn't. Yes, we did. It wasn't in the clip, but in the episode, we put ages on it
It was
then
a young kid. It was a
yes, I said because I'm like, if you're a teenager and a
said
kid,
8 or
it's
5.
different. But I said if they're
Yeah.
a child,
So yeah. So I was saying, depending on the injury, I think the urgency changes depending on the injury. If it's a fatal injury, of course. But if my little man,
Okay, thank you.
if
yeah.
my
I know,
little man
yeah.
breaks his arm,
Yeah.
he's cool. I could FaceTime. You guys are there. Everything's blessed. I don't think that you 100% need to get on the first thing smoking to go back. That's what I was saying.
Look at Zoe bringing back up.
I think it's,
Okay, let's
but overall,
Okay, so I'll speak to this first. I think one, I'm not a mother, but again,
Yeah, me
maternal.
neither.
I know. I'm just saying
My-
maternal.
I
You
mean,
will never
I'm-
be a
I'm
mother. But like, okay, if I am dating somebody who obviously is in the industry, who plays ball or is a rapper, I know that like is obviously doing tours. I think it should be understood that like if I'm calling you, then it is. I'm asking you to come because I understand the job that you have, even as an artist. Like I understand the job that you have. I understand that it's busy, but I think if I'm picking up the phone to say, "Hey, can you come?" Like our son or our child is in the hospital, then I think that automatically should say or ring an alarm for you to be like, "Oh, well, there must be some seriousness. There must be some weight." Now, if I can't get the youth to bed or something like that, I'm not going to call you, be like, "Hey, come home." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there should be some understanding around that. But if I'm calling you, and I think sometimes like as women, like, and especially to like a partner, like if I'm calling you, then you should know that this means kamayayad. Like our youth needs you. You know what I mean? But I do understand what you're saying because as somebody who's like been on tour or it's busy, it just really comes down to also like what you prioritize in your life. And some people are not at a place to prioritize children and therefore don't have them. Exactly. Don't have them.
And the second caveat was if it's realistic. And by that, I mean, like you said, if you're in the
Yeah.
NFL, if we're about to run on the field in an hour,
Yeah.
you can't say come now.
Yeah, facts.
No?
No, you can't. But like, I don't think,
can.
is that the expectation? It's like, when you
can't
come
say
off and you
come.
run to the,
Nah,
We're about to run out on the field.
she didn't mean that you had a game in an hour.
thank you.
But we didn't have context though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Mucho.
we put a bunch
You
of different
both kind of moved
situations.
goalposts and went on
The
different
assumption
scenarios.
you can give is that it was a flight away,
right.
so you'll come as soon as possible
Yeah.
if need be, but not right away. I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's valid. I think that's valid.
It is valid. I think it does depend. Like obviously, I don't want to say fatal, but if it is serious, then yeah, you need to get home. But I also think like if Mariah was on the stage when her man got out of jail, and she told the people them in the crowd like, hey y'all,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good decision.
I need to go.
It's not. But I feel like
Okay.
as women, we kind of understand because we're nurturers first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of like in our biology. So like I get it. Like when people said that she was missing her shows after that, I said,
Her man's out of
"Oh,
jail.
you had no penis in like a some time." I
To
get it.
us, that's insane.
I
You
get
know,
it.
it's on
Because
shows.
the thing is, it wouldn't be reciprocated. Like if we're
it
being real,
wouldn't.
it wouldn't
No.
be.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Young Thug is not stopping mid-show because Mariah got out of jail. I
That
promise
part,
you.
that part. He
Not
probably
stopping for some
has
shit,
a few
word.
on the side.
No, I
also-
definitely think it's situational for real.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I'm
Yeah.
like, sis, like you're beautiful. I love you. But here what? I feel like for me it would be situational still. It depends on how bad it is still.
Because
So,
also, I think some people in the comments made it like a mother-father thing. But I think it's the same way the other way around. If I'm with the kid, I don't expect you to leave where you're at to come here. If I can handle it, I'm gonna handle it.
It's just a
Are you
broken
guys
heart.
together or are you guys like separated? Are you guys
Well,
what is the
we just said
dynamic?
baby.
That's
Context.
another
Yeah.
thing.
I don't think it should matter.
Some people can't even be in the same room with
Facts.
their baby mom.
It doesn't matter when it comes to
Yeah,
our
but when it comes to
kid,
you, I agree.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even then, I'll go.
No,
So, Zoe, why do you think we left you for dead?
because the comments were all, "Oh my God, she's crazy. Oh
What
my
are we
God,
supposed to say?
she's unladylike. Oh
Hey,
my God,
the
she's
comments were also-
she's so unrealistic. Oh my God, some men,
For real?
some men."
You're also getting objectified crazy. In the
Oh,
comments.
yeah, people ask me that I got a BBL. First of all, thank
my
you.
God.
Period.
Second of all,
Pop your
Yes.
Second of all, yeah, because I stood up. Because first, I get riled up very easily. The only reason why I got riled up, I won't lie, Tresor triggered me. Because I was basically saying, listen, if I call you and say our son's in the hospital,
Yeah.
I need you to come. And he said, is it fatal? And I said, bitch,
Where did it say?
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just felt like I was in baby. Like I thought I'm a baby mother. But
Yeah.
I was like, bro, is this that
Yeah.
crazy? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
No, honestly,
That's funny. I
because
get
I
it.
am a mother, but if my kid or kids were in the like hospital,
Yeah.
and I called my baby father and he said, "Is it fatal?"
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah, no worries. You never
Okay.
seen them again. Don't even worry about it.
"Oh, okay. So it's smoke.
You wouldn't use those
It's
words,
smoke.
but
It's on site. That's what you're trying to say."
What happened is the same thing as is it fatal? It's just in different words.
No, is it fatal?
No,
Diabolical.
Is it fatal? It's like
dying.
well,
That's what you're
yeah, it's like well, I'm kind of busy right now, so can I call you back? That's what is it fatal is. If it what happened is like I'm concerned. How can I help? Like that's kind of what it gives.
Yeah.
off.
Is it fatal? Is dismissive? Like,
Yeah.
is it fatal?
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Like, can I call you back? Like,
Is it fatal?
can we talk about this another
If
time?
I'm calling you and saying our child's in the hospital, first thing should be like, what happened?
Yeah.
You know, is it bad? How are they? I'm coming.
Yeah. I don't think is it fatal should be the first thing. you
Yeah,
say.
Yeah.
facts.
No, is it I just saw it.
Maybe
I
the
turned
second
up.
or
Your
third.
line of questioning was a little bit better. Like, what happened? Like, is everything
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
That is a little bit better than is
Yeah.
it fatal?
What?
Yeah, is it
But
fatal?
regardless,
Is it
no.
fatal? Yeah.
I've been telling Zoe to not argue in the comments because you can't
Right.
beat the
Nah,
internet.
yeah,
you
you can't.
can't out ignorant the internet.
That's facts.
Everybody's
so
different.
all you're doing is stressing your own self.
No, sometimes when you have time, you're like, yo, I
is it
just
a
I have
boy
time
or is
today.
it a, you were asking me if it was a boy, or not asking me in the comments. Well, is it a boy or is it a girl? Is it my son? I'm like, what? You people should not be having kids.
I
When you
know.
go over the
But
daughter,
But
then I
that's how
understand.
dads think, though.
I'm like,
that's how
what?
dads are. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Man,
That's how
like,
dads
oh,
are.
she's unrealistic. Oh, she's unhinged. She needs therapy. She needs shot. I was like, listen, I come from a very support. One thing about me also, my father was very active.
Right.
Extremely. I'm telling you, I could break a pinky toe and he would be immediately
Wow.
before my mom probably. So that's why I'm like, I'm so like, listen, like when people
used to that.
question that stuff, it's boggling.
Yeah.
I grew up around men who would drop anything.
Right.
I could be, oh my God, like I broke a nail, I'm bleeding, and they'd be like, I'm coming.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's, and that's my grandfather and my dad, like all of them.
Yeah.
So when men question that, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
Not saying like you personally.
Yeah.
Zora, do you
the
think you'd be
expectation.
like a good father if you just turned into one today? Like you'd be like a really good father.
I mean, I'll try my best.
You know what?
I can't say I'm not a dad.
I respect that.
Yeah,
That is
I'm not a
all
dad.
the answer.
I try
I
my
really do
best.
respect
That's all
that.
the answer.
I've never been a dad. I ain't grow up with a dad. I don't know how to do that. You're learning on the
Facts.
fly.
You're learning, you're learning as you go. And I think that's really like the main thing because you've had an example of people who showed up for you. That's the expectation in your life, right? Whereas for like other people who maybe didn't necessarily grow up with a dad around, it's like, I am going to kind of ask, like, is it like, do you need me there? Is it kind of like one of those like, oh, you can handle it on your own or like, do I need to be there? So I think the expectation of that is also very different, but that's just communication.
But even if you ask like that, then that's better. Like, do you need me to be there?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
better
it
like,
feels more
Depends,
supportive.
like because there is people that like there would be guys that grew up like without a father, and because they
still.
grew up without a father, they're saying no,
wanna be-
my kid needs to have it
Facts.
different. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now they
Yeah.
want to be that
Yeah.
for their kid. You know,
Facts.
so it all depends. That's why I always say like it depends on the person. Still, you can't really ask a general.
Yeah.
Like it depends on the person.
I feel like you'd be a really funny dad. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
We're not gonna find out for a few years.
you never
No,
know.
crazier things have happened.
What kind of dad would
you never know.
You never know.
kind of dad would
Never
I
say
be?
yeah.
Mucho.
Damn.
Mucho would be like, God isn't real, Santa's fake.
Not the party pooper. Oh my.
I'd probably be a fun dad though. Really? You know, just like diapers and shit would annoy me, but like the fun parts, just being around your kid, playing with him and stuff. That, or
Oh,
her.
that's the fun part.
Just play catch with them and
Yeah. Like,
I'll
you're
be doing
crying? Go to your
TikTok
mom.
dances with my
I feel like I'd be strict. Like I'd
Yeah?
be very like I know niggas
Yeah.
are bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't. Yeah.
You be strict as a girl dad?
Yeah.
You're not letting her date nobody until she's like an adult type shit?
I don't know about that. Like I want her to have a fruitful like life and everything, and I feel like that being that on top of it, like no men until you're 18, kind of breeds what you're trying to prevent.
You're breeding a battery thing, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
yeah, like
I've seen that.
yeah, like I've
seen
For
that.
people who aren't
So
from
I'm
here,
reading
can
a
you explain
battery
what
thing
that
by doing
means?
that?
Okay, listen.
That's
Can you
bad.
explain
I've
what
never
that
seen
means?
that.
I'll explain it.
We're getting very regional. We're getting
People who
very
are
regional.
like Americans who are listening.
Yeah.
So,
No, not me. Like other
Yes,
people.
yes.
We're
So-
getting very regional.
to the point where like Clyde said, he said if what is that? Oh, that was crazy. So like, if you are a strict dad and you know it's like no dating, can't go to curfew, blah blah, you will breed a battery thing. Well, a battery thing is a girl who gets batteried, like a girl who gets ran through, like literally. Okay, battery is like a girl who has sex one after the other. A man runs a train on her.
A train.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I've seen that happen in real time. Like I went to girls in high school who their moms and dads super strict. They couldn't go to parties. They had curfew. Nothing. And bro, when after prom came,
Yup.
battery.
Yup,
They,
them I
they were getting ran through because they
seen
didn't know a
that.
little taste of freedom and they were just getting,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to do this.
So that 11 p.m. curfew is our battery
Turned into
things.
6 bodies in 1 weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is 11
At
p.m.
16.
okay?
When the parents are like super strict,
Yeah.
I've seen that where the girls them broke out after time. Like you know what I mean? When it comes to nighttime, them broke out because they don't have that freedom to go
Yeah.
and do whatever. I feel like for me, I was the opposite. Like my mom, I grew up. My mom, like my dad passed when I was 1. Like so, it's only been me and my mom. And for me, my mom was not strict at all. Another thing too, I feared my mom. She's like that. She's like that. She's
really-
yeah.
You give me that energy too.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I feared my mom. She's like that.
Yeah.
So for me, I was definitely like when everybody was sneaking out. I remember one Halloween party and everybody in we all snuck out and said we're going to jump and splits. Me blood cleat. Everybody lied to their mom and said they're going trick or treating. And I called my dukes and said I'm going to jump and splits. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to
Party was
embarrass me.
called Jump and
Yeah,
Splits?
jump and splits. Yeah,
Wait, this is the West?
Yeah, this was in Brampton.
Brampton.
Of course it
and
was.
split?
That
Of
sounds
course
like a
it was.
Brampton party.
Jump and splits.
I was a jam head and I don't know nothing about no
Yeah.
jump and
What?
split.
That's my
From
job.
Brampton. Brampton party.
Those exam jams, those 11 a.m. bus ups after the exam.
11 a.m. Hold on.
Campion was different. Oh my god.
What party started?
You guys know about the
You're
free crib.
different Brampton and me,
Midday.
girl.
Yo,
Whoever
Brampton
had
is
a free crib
wild
after
place.
exam or if half day, you already know what's up. You guys
Yeah,
already know.
yeah,
Don't
okay.
you know.
Oh wow.
Okay, no. The dancers, yeah,
jump
you
and
know.
splits.
They're
Linking up.
So,
Jump and split.
yeah, like, and because of that, I feel like because I definitely was open with my mom and saying, yo, I'm gonna be here or whatever, only because, fam, it's gonna be worse if she finds out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it
Facts.
was for me. So I was always upfront with my mom, and my mom never said no to me going anywhere.
Yeah, I was like my mom too.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
trusted me. She knew I was scared of her.
Yeah,
That's
my
what
mom's
it
as
was.
long as you communicate with me,
Yeah.
as long as you tell me where you're going and who you're with,
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom wasn't strict, but she was very Jamaican, and that kind of translated into strictness
Yep.
sometimes. I remember I was going to Friday Night Lights one year. All my homies are there. Yo, where are you? Yo, I'm on the way. I'm in the car with my mom. My mom stopped the car and said, you know what?
Wow.
Just
Oh my gosh, the dream in real time.
My mom said, I just remembered. I had a dream last night. Nah, this ain't happening. She turned the car around. I had to call her and tell them I'm not coming in.
no.
I was heartbroken.
Wow. I would have been broken, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
fate's crispy.
heartbroken.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
She stopped. Like,
crispiest
we were
bits.
at a
Yeah, you
four-way
get
and she
ready?
just stopped. I thought she was stopping for the
Broken.
The 4-way, and she just never kept going.
She heard the man and said, I don't like this.
Yeah, it was.
What's the worst that could have happened at Friday Night Lights? That's the football at St. Marcy's, right?
Nah, it got a little
anywhere.
sticky.
Yeah, Saturday Night Lights. It's not
Wait,
even
it was
Marcy.
the
Jamaican parent going
Marcellinas.
outside can be like
Outside,
detrimental.
yeah.
Even to African moms, like, you know what I mean? They're just like, listen, Haitians, all of them. It's like a Caribbean thing. They're just like, listen, no, in my spirit.
My parents, I don't know, they didn't believe none of that shit. They're pretty progressive.
Really?
I love that. They weren't like wild African, you know what I mean? They're like chill
progressive,
African.
No, that's
My parents
good.
are pretty
Sometimes-
progressive.
That's good. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to do NBA trades or do we want to do the Grammys fuckery?
Let's do the Grammys.
Let's talk about you getting paged again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I ended up on, but am I on Shade Room? I don't know what I am. I started
That's the
watching-
hill I told you was weird. That, like
You're
that.
on the neighborhood talk.
Neighborhood
and-
Talk and
wow.
Spiritual World, and I'm on one more. They posted me on.
I don't know,
wow,
like
you're
Hollywood
famous.
I'm not
Unlocked.
famous. I just
Look at me, like, what
I
did you do?
know.
Okay.
What did you
So
say?
basically, the Grammys. You guys watch the Grammys, obviously. You guys are 3
Yeah.
artists. Okay, so let me ask you: Is one of your goals to get a Grammy?
Yes.
100%. I mean, I respect it
As
as you should.
As an
Yeah.
artist, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Respect it. I personally have no use for the Grammys.
Yeah.
I'm not an artist, and I see that over the years I've seen the way the Grammys have operated, and of course it means something
Yeah.
to
Right.
artists, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But as a consumer, I'm like, yo, this is just so like you can tell it's so political after a while,
Yep.
and the more you like get familiar with the industry and stuff like that. So I don't know if you guys watched the Grammys this week. I didn't watch, but I still follow, keep in tune.
Nobody
see-
actually watched.
People actually
know.
watched.
We watched the clips on
People
Instagram.
said they watched.
Yeah, I haven't
What channel
watched-
was it even on?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I heard it wasn't live. Like,
Yeah.
Laptop.
Yeah, so I was also in Jamaica, so I didn't watch, and I was just keeping up, like, okay, who wins
You're
what?
firing off these tweets after like 5 rum punches or something.
Yeah, I was having like
you were drinking Sorrel,
I was
fighting everyone on.
Stripe, just
Damn.
fighting like
Damn.
literally from my veranda. Anyways, so I'm keeping up with the Grammys. I'm like, okay, cool. I saw Kendrick Lamar won for best rap song. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Then I saw he won for best rap performance. All right, cool. Then I saw he won for best rap video. All right. By that point, I was like, all right.
Let's wrap this up.
You know? Okay, cool. Then I was refreshing and I'm seeing the man run, record of the year. I said, okay. And then he won one more. What was record of the year? And he won
Song
5.
of the year.
Song of the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Taylor Swift cheersing Jay-Z.
We have-
Doing
you
a
know,
steady
Beyonce's
leg.
two-step into Not Like Us.
We have Dr. Dre
Yep.
high-fiving, what's his name, Lucien.
Yep.
I said, wow.
I saw it.
Wow. Like, this is really it. Like, and don't get me wrong. Before people try to come for me,
Yeah,
and I
they're
muted the
gonna come for
tweet,
you
and now
hard.
the tweet's
Yeah.
everywhere. Not Like Us was a great song. You cannot deny it. It was a good song. It was a bop. What Kendrick won, we know that. I'll say that. I recognize that Kendrick Lamar won the beef. Was it the best song that Kendrick dropped? No.
Yeah, no.
Simple. Did it have the most impact? Not Like Us? Yes. But do I think that song is worth 5 Grammys? Hell no.
I agree.
And people are arguing, it was the biggest song of the year. Da, da, da. How many times has we seen the biggest song of the
Yeah.
year, the biggest albums of the year?
Yeah.
The Grammys don't even sniff it.
Yeah.
Record of the year is
Yeah.
typically never a rap song.
Okay then.
Yeah.
It happened one time before for This Is America.
So-
You got to write your own lyrics,
So-
and it can't be a sample. 'cause
Exactly.
of-
And my tweet was,
okay.
if Kendrick wrote this song about any other rapper, that nigga
Yeah.
wasn't seeing 5 Grammys.
Yeah, facts.
Drake has been giving the finger to the Grammys for the past,
Facts.
what?
Period.
8 years?
Period.
He said he uses his Grammys as a door
As a
stop.
doorstop.
Yeah.
He accepted a Grammy, told
TSP.
people
Quotable.
this shit doesn't matter on the Grammy stage and never
Yeah.
went back.
Yeah.
Literally.
So you're telling me that it wasn't even a little political that they gave this nigga 5 Grammys
Yeah, of
for
course.
his song dissing the man who hates the Grammys,
Of
who's the
course.
biggest rapper in the world?
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on.
Well, every Grammy ever is political.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree.
Absolutely.
Because like when you think of a Grammy, like it doesn't mean that this is the most critically acclaimed song. It doesn't mean that this is the most popular song of the year, even though maybe you could argue that for Not Like Us. I don't think it's the most, but whatever. All it means is that it's an industry favorite.
Yes, correct.
The voting body for Grammys
Yeah.
is
Recording Academy is artists
exactly.
their peers.
It's artists that are
people and
willing
also-
to. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, sorry, go ahead.
It's artists that are willing to vote for that.
Yeah.
Plus the behind the scenes people.
Correct.
So these are all
Industry folk.
Yeah, industry folk, and they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see Dr. Dre
political.
high fiving the leader of UMG
Yeah.
when he goes up. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just being objective about it. You know, I think
It is political. That's fact.
I think it was
we did that.
I think it was nasty.
shit out of that.
Kendrick Lamar had he's 22 Grammys now in total. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar's a great artist. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love Kendrick Lamar. I think he's an amazing artist. But to have 0 Grammys for, to me, I think is his best body of work, which was Good Kid, Mad City.
I was just about to say,
0
Good Kid, Mad
Grammys for
City.
that.
Well, he lost to Macklemore.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
This Grammys
That's
in
political
general
too.
was like a big apology.
I
I feel
think
like
so.
because I think they gave
in general,
I feel like the Kendrick stuff was also because of that. They kind of had that in the back of their mind. They gave Beyonce album of
Yeah.
the year, which they've never done before.
Yep.
Doechii.
Another guy who another guy who was very very adamant about fuck the Grammys and everything. Made it his whole personality for a few years. Performed at the Grammys,
Yeah.
right?
The
Weekend.
Yeah.
He performed?
Yeah, surprise!
Boy.
He had the person who runs the academy come out and do like a full apology and everything before announcing his performance. So
Wow.
Get it straight.
it did seem like a lot of like, okay,
Yeah.
we did it right this time.
Yeah.
Like Leo winning for The Revenant. You know, like you should have gotten it 4 movies ago. Bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about
Yeah.
The Weeknd, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Kind
that
of crazy, right?
I had no
this
idea
UMG
before.
shit is getting wild.
But also as a Beyonce fan, I don't know if you guys are Beyonce fans. You guys like
Yes.
Beyonce.
Absolutely.
Do you think that, like, are you happy with her winning album of the year for this?
Personally, no.
Sure,
I'll
like
be
a damn.
really real. Like personally, no.
It's your worst album, no?
I didn't resonate with. I don't know what the words, but I didn't
She's
necessarily
had
resonate with this album, and I
Yeah.
think she should have won a Grammy many albums ago.
Fact.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But like,
You guys are artists, so you don't have to answer this.
okay, yeah, thanks.
But
Yeah, just chill, not too much.
is this not everybody's least favorite Beyonce album?
You just said I don't have to answer that.
No, yeah, you guys don't.
But I've talked to people, and some people are like, "This album got me through." I'm telling you, like, some people really love the
depends on
album.
your
It
taste.
really
What?
does. I
It depends
agree.
on your taste.
They're doing the hoedown? What is it?
If you love country music, you're not gonna say it's her worst.
Yeah,
album.
facts.
Like, I will definitely say it's the art about it. That's why I love music. I feel like music is an art because everybody's going to interpret it the way that they interpret it. So, like, yeah, there are people that probably think that that was the best album they've ever heard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's some people, you said it. There's some people that feel like it's weak, him. So, you know what I mean? So it's like,
He said the worst one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Music is an art, so everyone's going to
I don't know
take
if
it
it's
how
her.
they want.
Name me a worse one.
It's
Yeah, I
lower,
know, that's
it's
hard.
lower
That's
on the
hard.
poll. It's lower on her album.
Lowest.
Yeah, I know.
Name
it's
me a
hard.
worse one.
I don't know if it's
I
the
agree, but you're
lowest,
doing
but
this,
I would
eh?
have
I
to.
know, right? You're saying this.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
Beehive's not gonna come for me.
Facts. I'm not getting
That is Mucho
yeah,
at
yeah.
MUCHO-TV2.
But I'm saying every artist has a worst album.
Yeah,
Not
For sure.
Yeah,
No,
for sure,
no.
for sure. There has to be.
But I'm actually trying to think if that's her worst album.
I don't know.
I can't answer.
I don't know, but her winning her first. This is her first Grammy,
Her,
right?
no, her
Yeah.
first album of the year.
Album of
She's the most
year.
decorated
Yeah,
artist of all
yeah.
time when it
Oh,
comes to. She has
okay.
33 Grammys.
Yeah,
Rap,
33
pop.
Grammys, and this is
Hip
her.
hop.
She's always snubbed
Country.
for album
Yeah,
of the
country.
year.
Yeah,
Lemonade
she
was
is
the
them.
top-selling album released
Lemonade
in
was
2016.
crazy.
Was an
She
era,
lost.
was a movement.
Hard.
Exactly.
She lost
Lemonade
to
was
Adele.
ridiculous.
Self-titled, she lost.
Yeah.
So every time she's applied or not or put a nomination in for album of the year, she's always taken an L until this year, which is the year after
Yeah.
Jay-Z went on stage, basically begging and pleading to people them to give her album
Give
of the
my
year.
wife an award.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have the most decorated artist, and they never won album of the year. What's that about? He literally said that.
Yeah, he did.
Right, and then the year after, she makes a country album,
Yeah.
I know, and
Yeah.
wins album.
and
of
then
the year.
wins album of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a Beyonce fan, I'm not accepting it. I don't like it.
I agree.
It's nasty
I
work.
actually agree with you. I can say that with my
Nasty work.
chest.
Did
She
you
should've won a
ladies
long time
Listen
ago.
to Doechii.
Yes, I love
Did you
Doechii.
listen to Doechii?
Yeah.
I love the. I saw the
I did.
performance.
Someone on this cast, I won't say who, had some words about her, and the
Okay,
internet
what are the
didn't
words?
like it. Also,
We can get into that because I love Doechii.
I like her. I think
Yeah.
She makes it fun.
Yeah.
When I was
Someone-
watching the performance, it gave like back in the day.
Yeah.
I listen.
Someone on the
album.
cast didn't feel the same way, but
No names, right?
no.
Tell us.
It's not obvious at all. I don't know who it
Well,
is.
someone on the cast said that
Not someone else.
they think that someone on the cast said
Janelle.
that if you
This is crazy. I'm watching Zoe try to do this. What did they say, Zoe?
someone on the cast said if you made Tyler the Creator spit in a cup and Doja Cat spit in a cup and put it in the sunlight, it would grow Doechii.
Zoe
I don't
said,
agree.
It's me. I'm niggas.
Yeah. Maybe it was me who said it.
I don't know who said it. I have no idea who said it. But I don't agree. I feel like Doechii kind of is. I do hear a lot of artists when I listen to her, like where she might have pulled from. But I feel like as artists, we do that.
We do, yeah.
Regardless,
Facts.
right? So when I actually listened to her album, like I was actually excited about it. Why? Because
It's fresh.
yeah,
It's refreshing.
it's fresh.
creative.
It's that part. And like when I heard her,
she's
I forgive me, I don't know the name of the song, but the one that's viral right now, like I like drugs, I like
Denial
the
is a river. Oh.
okay, yeah, Denial is a river in Egypt,
That's a
right?
good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, when I heard that song, I'm like, okay, it gives me Eminem, but the way that
it does
she,
kinda, yeah.
but the way that
Eminem,
she,
Missy, Busta Rhymes. ish.
but the way that she went about it, I really like it because one, she's actually telling her story. She's like a lot
storyteller.
of female rappers aren't doing that. They're just like, fuck niggas,
Right.
get money. I'm that bitch. Got money, like
Right.
you know. And I'm like, I don't like. I appreciate her for that. And I feel like like I do hear a lot of like references to other artists that were like before her. But like as an artist, I feel like you do that like naturally. We all do that. You know what I mean? And she is a talent. The way that she
Absolutely.
performs, the way that
Absolutely.
her charisma, the way that she delivers.
But even on the
Everything about
back
it.
end, like there's a lot of people who break down like Doechii's artistry, and like she's really like involved in her art and the production of it and just how everything comes out. Like I think that's so, for me, that's so admirable because like you are a genuine creative. Like, and I also love that she's so honest and genuine to like the art of hip hop, which is storytelling. And like you said, there's not a lot of women who are actually doing that. So I think it feels refreshing, but at the same time, I think she's just an amazing creative. Like there's a lot of things that I haven't really seen before, and she's brought them to the forefront where people weren't necessarily looking at rap or hip hop in that way. And she's made it very digestible for this Gen Z era of people who only want to listen to a particular kind of rap.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But I don't know. What's your qualm with Doechii?
Wait, it wasn't her that said it. It was someone on the
just
cast.
Oh, someone.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it wasn't
my
her.
bad.
Whoever they
But
are.
you raise
Whoever
a good
they
point
are.
though, and I think the disconnect might be. I think Doechii is an artist.
Yeah.
You notice different
Yeah.
things that like the average consumer probably
Yeah.
wouldn't notice, or it's like someone that plays ball and you see Kyrie do the half hezzy spin into the fadeaway, and you're like, yo, that move was crazy. And people are like, I mean, yeah, it was cool. You're like, no, you don't know how hard
Yeah.
that is to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
You know,
If
so
you're
I
pure,
think it might be
yeah,
like
yeah.
a different
Yeah,
appreciation.
that part.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
when
can
was
agree.
watching her performance, I was saying, yeah, for her to like, I already heard the song prior to the performance, so when I saw her do it and the way she spun that whole Broadway thing into it, and I'm like, this girl, yeah. When they pan out to the audience and you see everybody's reaction, I had the same reaction still. I was like, shit, goddamn, she killed that. So yeah, definitely still.
Are you guys following like Azealia Banks?
I can't with the, she's funny though.
I love us.
Oh, I know she
Entertainment wise.
Zoe, I'm really trying to. I'm.
She's like, hold on. Let's not do revisionist history here. The Azealia Banks was that bitch at one
For
point.
sure, but then
Now she's
was a
okay,
record.
but now she's insane, like
For
literally
sure, yeah,
insane.
yeah.
But back in the day,
Facts.
Azealia Banks could rap, like her
Facts.
music was insane.
Absolutely.
But I wish she just
Yeah,
was
she
not clinically
Hates
insane.
Doechii.
Yeah, I know.
Hates everything about TDE, Kendra, everything.
Yeah.
And she like, I don't know if she's schizophrenic or she has insider.
Not
I don't know. Or she has insider.
Again, just so we're clear, just say his at again because it's
Yeah.
not.
Mucho TV.
But I don't know if she has insider knowledge.
Yeah.
But I saw her tweet this earlier today. Can I just say what she was tweeting?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is all alleged. Top Dog is in the gay hip hop Illuminati.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, because somebody said, why did Like That not win anything, but the TDE won so much shit?
Oh.
Top Dog is in the gay hip hop Illuminati. That's why. It's gay hip hop brotherhood shit. SZA has one of the most unspecial voices and botched plastic surgery jobs ever.
How does this get in?
Azealia Banks is saying
Yes, Azealia Banks is saying this. Y'all praising Douchey for having 7 writers on each song. It's like douche, not douche.
Yeah.
Top Dog.
Got it.
We got it. I think.
All right, this makes me. Top Dog's uncle is Mike Concepcion, the inventor of the LA Crips. It's all nepotism. When Jay-Z said SZA was a fluke, he meant it. I'm tired of that crew, fake Black Power bullshit, dumb monkey behavior.
Hey,
I can't
Racism.
Oh my lord.
We're gonna have to bleep that.
There's already so much editing that has to end.
Yeah.
Dumb monkey N-word behavior used against Drake for fucking what? Because Drake fucked SZA and decided to pass? Now she fucking TDE punch fat ass.
Okay.
Ain't nothing at all righteous or real about what's going on over here. Kendrick got ghostwriter too. Niggas are corny.
I didn't even know you could
She's
tweet that much.
bugging.
Those are the words of Azealia Banks. Let's make that clear.
Even reading her tweets is crazy. Like, it's like,
Azalea Banks' thoughts do not reflect anybody
Yes, please.
in this room.
that is a quote, ladies
There's
and
literally
gentlemen.
nothing to agree with or like she just that didn't make any sense.
Should just be ranting.
She just
She's
be saying
manic.
stuff.
She's cheese.
But and also SZA, like I like SZA.
Yeah.
I like SZA a lot.
Great.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
SZA's
people
amazing.
can say that her singing
That's
is
one of
whatever,
my.
but she has a unique
That's like my
voice.
top five.
Yeah, she's a very unique voice. I like SZA a lot. But I just like I said, it's very political.
Yeah.
It's political in the industry. Do I think Doechii deserved to be one of 3 women to ever win Rap Album of the Year?
But that's not her
No.
fault.
That isn't her fault.
No, it's not. It's the industry's
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, it isn't.
But
I
it's
mean,
like, come on.
Yeah, but why is it finally her? And it's been like what, 25 years or something?
But like
No,
you said,
Cardi was
they
the
tried
last
to get
one
it
to
right.
win.
yeah, I think so. They try to get it right. It's
Cardi.
political.
It's
She has
Lauryn
a
Hill,
movement.
Cardi, and now
and then
Doechii.
also, as you said,
Never Nikki.
No, and Nicki, exactly. So the
Never
tweets
Nicki.
right now
Never
are
Nicki.
literally,
That's
Nicki
crazy.
was in domination for like 10 years, and
years.
she's never won
That's loud.
that category,
She-
which
She
is-
beefs the Grammys
This is
too.
why
She
she
beats
should
the
be
Grammys.
upset.
She
This
beats
is
the
why she be
Grammys.
angry.
I know,
This
she be
is why
mad.
she's angry.
That's
be
crazy
mad.
still.
I would be too.
I'd be mad too,
I'd be
honestly.
livid.
Because if I
You know how
birthed
many-
a lot
what
of
do you
you
mean?
hoes-
Wait,
That part.
You want to fight the Beehive and the
No.
you know how
Birds?
many
Like,
songs
and
Nicki
the
has?
Oh, no.
she's won a Grammy before, no? Just not album of the year.
Ooh, I Google how many
I don't know if
Grammys
Nicki
Nicki.
won.
I know she doesn't have enough as she should.
Yeah.
I don't think she has a Grammy.
And I don't
Oh,
think
she
she
doesn't
has a
have one
Grammy.
Grammy? Okay,
Maybe
not
Did she
one
have one
Grammy
for
is
Barbie
crazy.
World. Maybe did that song win for?
No, he didn't win.
But I don't think you should automatically say she deserves
She
an
doesn't have
album
any
of the year.
Grammys. Okay then, come on.
Yeah,
Nicki
no.
Minaj
Yeah,
doesn't
zero
have any Grammys.
She has 0 Grammys, all a bunch of nominees, no Grammys.
How many nominations?
A lot.
Damn. I'd be mad
You know who used to get a lot of Grammys for no reason? Damn, I'm hating a lot today.
Yeah,
Her?
just chill.
Okay, calm down. Not too much on her.
No her slander.
Not too much
No
on her.
her
I
slander.
was just saying she gets a lot of
Her is
Grammys.
great.
She just
She is amazing.
Yeah.
My
Okay,
bad.
again, an artist. She plays guitar. She writes. She's literally like her vocal ability is also incredible.
Yeah.
Her is an all around artist, and I think all of the Grammys that she deserves. There's not going to be any her slander.
That's top hater dog
Sorry,
shit,
yeah.
yo.
Yeah, all right.
There's
Nah,
no
She's got a lot of.
hate
She
on
got a
her,
lot.
yo.
She works hard, man.
So you can hate on Doechii, but he can't hate on her?
So it was you.
Someone can hate on Doechii?
Okay, but listen to this. I think I was looking at this earlier today. Missy Elliott has less nominations than her.
Then
What?
Then who?
Nicki?
Than her.
Then her.
Yeah.
Is that who you were going to bring up?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, yeah. That
Once again, that's not
kinda-
hers fault.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
but
that
also,
too.
and it's a different it was a different
Generation?
era. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
still facts.
yeah, that's really what it is. It was just a different era.
Yeah. I mean, you said like that artist stuff. Both of you guys
Yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense why somebody like her, who's multi-talented, somebody like Doechii, who's like a good performer, she's bringing that back.
Amazing.
It makes sense why the industry is pushing that.
Absolutely.
Out
I
of
do think it's political.
Doechii, Nicki, and
It's gonna make this
I
impossible.
know.
let's say Doechii, Nicki, and her. Who would you want to collab with?
Nikki.
Yeah, it's gonna be Nicki still, respectfully.
The GOAT.
But why do you ask that question?
Because we're talking about them in the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, or let's do the 3 women who've won. Actually, no, Lauryn Hill's she's still great, but I mean,
Yeah.
you obviously really want to Lauryn
But
Hill.
listen, I'm also a huge Lauryn Hill fan.
I
so-
love Lauryn Hill too.
Absolutely.
I
you guys
understand
give
that she's
me,
late,
like,
though,
you
but-
guys, damn, what do you call it? Why am I? Yeah, Mount Rushmore of female rappers.
Ooh.
Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Leila. The next one is you take it away if I'm
No, I didn't fall from you.
Yeah, no. What?
I'm gonna say
I don't.
Missy, Nikki, Nikki.
Ice Spice.
Look, don't piss me
I'm
off.
sorry.
So start over.
Missy, Nikki,
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. because I
need
feel
four.
like I need 4.
Mount Rushmore's
Lil'
4.
Kim,
Sorry, I never been there.
I'm running with
Sorry, I've never been there.
Depending on these tariffs go, we may not be able to.
Shit. Oh, okay. I thought it was 3. Okay. Missy.
Should I throw some out? Like
Yeah, no,
why
yeah,
not?
because I don't.
Cardi
wouldn't-
B?
Okay, so
Just edit that out.
Mount Rushmore.
Go again. We'll start it
I
again.
think just to
No,
confirm
Rushmore?
it would be for me. It would be Nicki. It would be Missy. It would be Lil Kim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lil Kim is definitely up there. And
I'm gonna put Foxy.
You mentioned Foxy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put Foxy in there. I'm gonna put Foxy. Yeah.
yeah, there's a couple.
You
I
have to
couldn't
put
really
for-
have that.
Missy,
Still, yeah,
Lil Kim, Nicki, and
MC
Foxy.
Lights.
Ooh.
Queen
she's
Latifah.
up there from back
Queen
in the day.
Latifah.
I thought about Queen Latifah. She crossed
Yeah.
my mind.
For
But
like
I'm
a
still gonna go-
pioneer
I'm saying-
standpoint,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
still
Pioneer
gonna go
standpoint,
like
but-
Foxy. I'd rather do Foxy or Missy over Queen Latifah. For sure.
UNITY.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big
No
track.
one
Who
put
calling
Cardi.
a bitch?
No one put Cardi or Lauren on their
Girl,
Mount
but she's
Rushmore.
trying to
Lauren
get
will
some
always
of
be in
those-
my
she's trying to
top.
get some Lauren will always be in my top.
Yeah, I
I
love
love
I'm
Lauren.
just,
I
I'm,
said
I'm
Lauren.
heavily
Cardi.
influenced.
Lauren's in your Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore?
I said Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, and Foxy Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Lauryn Hill pick though.
Why?
Cause she has one album.
Okay, you know what it is for me? I love poetry. That's what it is for me. I love like that part, that aspect of it. I feel like each person that I pick kind of brings like a different element of rap for me. And they're all different elements that I can like really appreciate as an artist. And yeah, that's really just why I pick mine.
And for me, I love a story. So, for example, you saying you know Lauryn Hill only has like one album. For me, like I know this well from what we all have heard, the story behind it. Like you know what I mean, like what it took to get there and stuff like that. Like I respect that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah,
As an R&B and as someone who obviously is an R&B girly, like the album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was extremely influential on culture. Like there was an actual shift and change. That's why she's able to perform it 25 years later and it still like speaks to people's hearts. I understand that people don't necessarily like her, but the music, that album is undeniable. It's literally undeniable. Like, so for me, like not very many artists can do that, especially in this day and age. Like that is something that is really incredible. And that speaks to the vulnerability that you had to really tap into as an artist in order to put your whole entire life into an album and have it resonate with a number, like the world. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about an era of like Michael Jackson's and Whitney Houston's and like, you know, just like an era of really interesting and dope and incredible artists. But she really like pioneered and pushed through as somebody who was singing and rapping in that era. It was extremely influential. And even like 25 years later, you're still influencing
Facts.
culture. And I think like that's,
When you make an album that good, you don't have to show up on time.
I mean, I still you have to still that. This is, I mean, I'm a, like I said, I'm a diehard Lauryn Hill fan. I've been there. I've stood outside, waited for like 3-4 hours. Exactly.
Oh, you've been
It's
a victim.
around, yes.
Yeah,
It's
she be
around that
wildin',
3-hour, 4-hour ballpark. And like, I don't condone that. I really don't. And I think even if you have good music, like you should still respect the people who support you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the music, and I, to be honest, I can say like as an artist, the new way that she's been performing the records too doesn't necessarily hit the same. I can acknowledge that.
That's a legal reason, though, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is a legal. It is because
What's the
of
legal reason,
reasons.
sorry?
She doesn't have the rights to her songs.
Yeah,
so
she doesn't
can't
have
perform.
rights. Yeah.
Ooh,
So she
geez.
performs
She has
them
to do different
differently.
renditions.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And
Is it
like,
White Claw's fault?
I want to know who's
I don't know.
Gets
Actually.
all the-
It's not
Gets
just
all the money from the
Wyclef.
publishing
Apparently, there was a
entity.
number of different people who kind of came
That's what you
together
got
to.
But
yeah.
as artists, right? And when you guys perform or whenever you go on tour or you are on tour, when do you start to realize like, yo, this is a little bit rude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
showtime's at 7 and you're seeing 9. Like, when are you as an artist like, okay, y'all, like,
Yeah.
this is getting a little, like, when do you start to be like, okay, no, this is getting crazy?
I would say, well, actually, you go.
I mean, you mean like when we show up late? Like
Yeah,
when
like,
we feel
when do you,
okay,
do you
this
start
is
to
rude?
realize like, yo, this is a little rude. Like, this is wild.
So me personally, I've been an artist for a few years now, but like at the beginning of it, I've been late my whole life. Like literally, I came out the womb just late. So for like, you know, like it was like a year. I was like, okay, I'll come out now. But like, I feel like in the beginning, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm late, but like this is just me. Like, you know, people should expect this with me. Like, don't tell me it's 7 o'clock if it's 7 o'clock. Tell me it's at 5. You know, like so at least I'm okay. If I'm early, I'm pissed off. I'm like, okay, I'm early. Like, why am I waiting on people? You know, and then it's like I can kind of feel like why you're angry. But like, I feel like there was one time where my team sat me down and was like, you know what? This is like kind of ridiculous. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? And after I got that good cussing, I feel like now I'm like, when I'm late, I'm still late. I'm still working on it. It's not too much on me. But like now when I'm late, I kind of feel like, all right, guys, like this is crazy. Like
you were all on time today, though. I was actually surprised.
You know why I was on time?
Because like, they're here. I was like, they're here already.
My manager told me it was 40 minutes before the actual time. So you see what I'm saying? You gotta work with me. Shout
out the team.
They know you well. They know you well.
Because we are infamously late.
It's horrible.
Yeah, you too?
It's horrible.
Yes, we are infamously late. But to answer your other question, I think as an artist, like I used to also kind of be late coming out. And then I went on tour. Shout out Jessie Reyes. So she brought me on tour. And one thing that she really prioritizes is like being on time. Whatever time they say that like she's gonna be out, she tries to be on time for that. Unless there's some real huge like hiccup where, you know, the sound is out or something that like needs a lot of work to fix, she really tries her best to like be on time. And as somebody who's like watching, it's not even just about the fans. Like the fans appreciate that, but also the people who work around you appreciate that. And like you get better work from people who can like clock, actually this person respects our time. And so we want to give them the best. You know what I mean? So as somebody who is like habitually late, I really do want to work on like really committing to the time that I say I'm going to be out, because people can actually plan their nights and plan their evenings or plan their time with you. You know what I mean? It's like, that's one thing I can't do with the dancehall community. Like,
2 a.m.
Like,
still waiting for alkaline.
Like, exactly. Still, right now, today, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do with the dancehall community when it comes to those things. And I get it's a part of the culture, but sometimes it does feel disrespectful. You know what I mean? Especially as sometimes women were standing up in our heels and it's like, my foot's burning off. Like, when are you coming?
Yeah, because now I don't even want to hear. I don't want to see the show anymore. Like,
you know?
Yeah, I don't mind a little bit, like as a consumer, I don't mind if they're like a little bit, like you're an artist, of course you're going to want their built anticipation, you know, But sometimes when I'm like, I'm like, all right, y'all, it's like an hour and a half, I'm like, no.
Yeah, if it says that I'm supposed to be on stage at 7, and I think after 7:30, that's when like I start to like low key feel bad, like shit, like this is bad, like you know what I mean, like, now, like you know, So, but I definitely like I can't even speak on the late thing because I already know I'm bad. I don't want to hear it. I don't want you guys to agree. Just chill. But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
2025. You know, I'm working on it. You know,
New Year's resolution.
What can we expect from you guys in 2025? Like, what's on the agenda? You can share. Obviously, you know, element of surprise for some things, but like, what? Something we can look forward to.
More music.
Well, that's a given.
More music. Hopefully, some really, really good features, really big features. Project. Singles off the project. Stay tuned. Gotta get them come right out. You get me? But yeah, so for me, more tune on them head top.
Yeah, exactly.
Would y'all redo a feature if you sent it to someone and you heard it and they went crazy? Would you do your verse over or would you just leave it?
I've never done that. I've never done that still, but like
I would
do it still. Like if
I absolutely would.
Like if they washed you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If they washed you.
Okay, washing was crazy. You have to redo that.
But first person shooter.
Yeah.
Drake had to come back. Drake was like, all right, hold on.
Like you gotta.
Is that guy like your guys' objective when you write a verse? Like you're just trying to smoke people's like head top? Because especially Dvbl and Taayle, like you guys are rappers, and I feel like that's like, is that the approach, or is there? Because I know there's duality too. You're trying to, you know.
Yeah, it just happens still. I never that's never my intention is like, oh, like let's mash up this person. I just do you. Yeah.
And I don't think it's to smoke the other person, but you want to show up as your best self on a track. You know what I'm saying? If it's a track with, say, 3 rappers, someone wants to have the best verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I'll just give them a little. Nah, you want to show up. So I feel like if you hear someone and they show up like, yo, they showed up, you're like, yo, I could have showed up better.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good thing. I think.
I'm really doing that.
Yeah. But I feel like if I'm approaching a song, I don't really like, right off the bat, I'm not like, yo, I'm gonna take her head off right now. Like, you know, like I don't approach a track like that. Like if I hear a track, like for example, when we went on this song, I never heard Double M's verse until I was there. Like literally, and my verse was already written.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not like I'm gonna be like, okay, yo, Leila, send me the verse first so I can, you know? Like, no, I'm not like, I don't approach things like that. But I have put out verses, and I'm sure Double M, you know this, like I feel like I put out verses before on other people's songs, and then they send me back the track and it's a whole new verse. And I'm like, hold on, wait. Why do you sound like me? Why you take my flows and stuff like that? Yeah, I feel like that's happened to me multiple times where I'm like, okay, so like what was the point? Because now we sound the same. Like it's just dumb.
Word.
Yeah. But like if I was to put out a track and approach it like I'm just trying to add something to the song, and then you send me back something and you're taking my head off, I'm gonna be like, all right, bring it back. Bring it back.
So it's an etiquette
Because
thing,
now
too.
let me see like, who's your baby father? Let me talk about that. Let me, you know what I mean? Like, now it's a diss track. Now we gotta be a diss track.
Yeah, I mean like being the best rapper, having the best verse, that competitive. When I say smoke, when I say smoke them, I mean like just having the best verse, that competitive.
I agree.
But why you doing so? Why like you're doing? All right, so
That's
now
why I don't really think like that. Still, I think my I don't really think like that. Still, like, coming to think of it, even when I did the freestyle the other day, shout out Trilly Banks when I did it with her. You know, it gave like I just was talking my shit. Exactly. And she was talking her shit. Yeah. And I felt like her shit was hard. I didn't feel like her shit was harder than my shit. I didn't think her shit was weaker than my shit. I felt like we both were popping our shit. You feel me? Yeah. So that's just me personally.
I would agree. For me, like I think the verse or whenever you're collaborating, it should feel complimentary. That's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't feel like one person is like substantially like just like you said, smoking somebody else. Because then I am going to redo my verse. Absolutely. Or like if it was me, I'm going to redo it. That's just the integrity of like the record for me. And honestly, we're not in like the 60s. Like it's on wax. Like you can just redo it. Yeah, we can do it over. Like it's not finished. Like why are we doing that? Like let's just do it over and get it right. And like, you know,
it could have been
so that song. Yeah, so that there's the integrity of the record. Now, with our song, like I'm also integral as an artist who is asking two rappers, and I know that it can get very messy in this city in general, but especially in this city. Like it wasn't like, hey, here's Double M's verse, you write your verse. It's like I was very intentional just about like sending an open verse, and you guys both deliver your best. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it came together. As opposed to like sending out somebody else's verse and then somebody's writing to like smoke that. Like that's
that's weird. That gets weird. Yeah.
A lot of room to take it personal, like you're saying, right?
I didn't fully hear your verse until like the video. I swear. Yeah. Because when she sent me the song, she sent me as the open verse. Yeah. So she just sent it with her hook on it, not even a verse from Lil, just a hook. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So in my head, I didn't even write on this song as like a verse. So it's so funny when people are saying this verse is hard, and in my head I'm saying it's not a verse. It's an intro. It's not an intro. Yeah, like
it's a verse.
Yeah, I know, fam, but I don't know. Like it wasn't giving that. Like I didn't write it as a verse. I wrote it as an intro. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's, and then even after the fact, I heard yours, and I was like, oh, that's hard. Now I could have taken that to say, oh, like, you know, now let me go and read it. But in my head, I'm just like, the way how it's structured.
We complement each other.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, this sounds perfect. Anything other than this will ruin it.
Yeah.
Simple. So, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking more so like contrast, because that's literally like, I like to approach songs like, what can we add to it? Yeah. Because I've been on feature songs where it's like, I'm a feature and someone else is a feature and we sound the same. Wow, and then it's like, what did we add to it? Like, we're just like, it's like the same verse, just a long verse. And I'm like, what's the point of that? So, when I, like I told you, when I'm listening to something, I just go on it exactly how I hear it. And I heard melodic and I'm like, I don't know, maybe, because I remember I said to you, I'm like, I don't know, did she sing on it? Did she not? Like, I didn't know, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go melodic on it, and then like we'll just see what happens. But when I heard your verse, I was like, oh, okay, okay, and it just went together perfectly.
Shout out to y'all for doing that, because that can be difficult, like you're saying, like egos and just putting it together and being able to complement and contrast each other. Because I like posse cuts. I like when there's a million people on a song and everyone's doing it. Shout out to y'all for doing that.
How do y'all feel about people taking Ozempic and saying they worked out?
All right.
I love it. Great transition. Let's go.
You know
How did we get here?
Oh, it's women. This is not
No,
a men
that's-
thing.
Men, you don't think men are on Ozempic?
Yeah,
Girls
men's
are
are
Ozempic.
allegedly Rick
I'm not
Ross.
gonna say no names.
Allegedly,
See the guy
Rick
from
Ross.
Ghetto? Trell? What's his name?
Yo, Lil Trell looks crazy.
Lil Trell. Yeah, I was looking a little wild with the Zempic.
Men definitely
For
The guy
real.
from Ghetto, the TSA agent.
What? You think men don't want to lose
Looking
weight
crazy.
too?
But like Ozempic,
Yes.
But some people look good
I wasn't
big. Like
familiar.
Men get lipo.
I wasn't familiar with that either.
Oh, come on, Tresor.
I don't know any man that's gotten lipo.
Women,
Yeah, because they're not
women
gonna
do
say
it more.
They're not gonna say.
And Una do it too, so what?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but if it's
part.
like 90-10, then it's not the same.
What do you mean? Kanye got lipo?
True.
Well,
Kanye's
Kanye's
in
done a
that
lot of things.
Kanye has his girl butt ass
the
naked on the red
excuses for me.
carpet. So,
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
do you
I
think
don't
she's
know
okay? Like, do you think she genuinely wants to be doing this? Or
I don't
do you
know.
think she
so.
wants to?
It's giving Blink twice. That's what I said. It's giving Blink twice. It is.
It is kind of giving Blink
you
twice
watch
at this
Blink
point.
twice?
Like, you don't think she can
Well,
be
it's,
like
well, with that movie in the context too.
I liked it. Do you
I
like it? You don't like it?
No, I liked it, but I just that phrase was before that movie.
Yes.
Just associating
yes.
that movie with what we're talking
know.
about is crazy.
She
It's
looks
a
like
wild movie.
Timu Kim Kardashian.
All right.
You
She
think
does.
so?
She does.
What do you mean it's just like Team
got
Kim
the-
Kardashian?
Timu Kim Kardashian.
Oh, Team.
Yeah.
She reminds me of the white girls like in the 90s more. Like, you know, the ones that are like built more like the P. Like
Like Pamela Anderson
Yeah,
type
yeah,
white
yeah.
girls.
Built more like the P.
Like a
It's crazy.
like a letter P. Like capital.
Like Wendy Williams.
yeah, because Kim Kardashian's more. She got more.
I know. You will chill.
Oh, sorry. Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out.
What? I don't see Kim Kardashian when I see her. I feel
right.
like the bimbos from back in the day. That's why.
Stop. You listen. We have to work on your verbiage.
Oh, my
What do you say?
Hello,
from
the
back in the
bimbos
day.
from back in the day. Calling women shit, calling women bimbos. Una need to stop.
New woman slur every episode.
Every day you have a new misogynistic slur on this podcast, sir. Bring it down.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, not bimbos from the.
All right, never mind about the Ozempic.
I mean, I will answer it.
Yeah, we're
I
off
just,
topic.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm like pro-choice, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Just
Prozempic.
don't. I'm pro-Zempic. I am. I'm pro-Zempic. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like you should like sell workout anything. Exactly. Like you don't need to lie. You know
What
what I
about
mean?
the girls who get
It's
BBLs who are
okay.
like, I did it in the
Same
gym.
thing.
No,
Same
I was just
thing.
about to say that. I feel
Same
the same
thing
way
for
about the
me.
BBL
Like
girls
same
that say they
thing
work
for the
out.
BBL girls. Like nothing. I don't like. Listen, I'm pro-choice. Whatever you want to do, but you actually don't need to sell me a workout plan. Like you actually don't. Like it's just
I agree.
like
Yeah,
nobody
that's
asked for that,
Yeah.
and you're like trying to shove it down my throat as if you like
Yeah.
work for that.
But I
don't
do
care.
feel like you can get a BBL and then be heavy in the gym and then
Absolutely.
be like, but you have to be transparent about things.
Absolutely. I was gonna say,
that's
That's
not
the
what
thing
he's
about
saying.
it.
Absolutely.
You can't like, I don't feel like I'm pro-choice too. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, do whatever the
Facts.
hell you want
Prozempic.
as long as it makes you happy.
Prozempic,
If it's
yeah.
Ozempic, if
Ozempic,
it's eating
if
a
it's
burger every
Manjaro,
day,
if
it's
it's-
up
yeah.
to you.
You know?
Like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, whatever your goals
Yeah,
are.
surgery.
But be open and honest about it.
Yeah.
Or just be quiet about
Exactly.
it. Like those are things.
Exactly.
Like be honest about it or be quiet about it. I hate when people get a BBL and then they're like, all natural.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you yelling that? Like, I mean, no, it's not
Nobody
natural. Like, no one
I
asked
don't
you
understand
nothing.
that. Hey, you don't feel bad.
Like
You don't feel bad inside.
you're going out of your way to lie. Like,
Yeah,
for what? Like, it's
unprovoked.
giving mental illness.
You know what's the
I don't
other
like
one the other one that they do? All my life I used to get made fun of for my curves, and now I'm embracing it. All right, buddy.
You don't believe them?
I know why you. Why
Maybe
you
they
mad
hit
at that?
their like puberty early or some shit, and they used to get teased by their classmates. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
think
real
for
though.
Women, I don't know if it's about getting teased. You get sexualized early,
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying the girls that got the BBL, and now you're acting like you had it from them.
Oh.
and people make fun of you for
Okay,
your
I
curves.
missed that.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
I know.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like naturally. 'Cause
I know,
there were
yeah,
girls
there
in like
are.
middle school who were like
Facts.
thick,
Voluptuous.
and we were like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And like they use like boys with sexualized all the time, obviously,
I'm
because if
talking
you're
about
like
the ones
14.
that imported it.
Oh, imported.
Yo,
is
what's
crazy.
wrong with this guy?
Isn't that what?
Wrong with this guy.
Listen, I'm pro anything. I'm scared of
Yeah.
BBL, so I'm glad I get BBL allegations now because I be doing
Yeah.
hip thrusts every day. So
Gonna be some crazy tariffs on that moving forward. Yeah.
Oh, the BBL tariffs? Dr. Miami. Dr. Miami is about to make a killer.
Hold on, wait.
Funny. That's hilarious.
Is there
That's
is,
funny.
is there good BBL doctors in Toronto?
I don't say
I
that
don't
too
know.
loud.
I know.
Probably not though.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm not saying the
Actually,
tariffs. You shouldn't say that too loud.
I know.
In case they get ideas. You know?
it's the good ideas on the BBL tariffs.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, no,
I don't think so.
I'm saying you have to travel to get like a good one.
I think
Yeah.
Canada has like certain restrictions around like how much kind
Yes.
of work you can get done. And so, you know, Canadians, we're very
And it's very pricey. That's what I
yeah,
heard.
it's also very expensive.
But also Canada's picked it up in the last like 10, 15 years.
Absolutely.
Whereas like if you go to like Colombia, DR, it's like kind of like part of their like
Culture.
Yeah. Like it's
facts.
like it's something that they've been
Acceptable.
doing for years
Yeah.
and years and years and years. So they're kind of like
Yeah. And you're right. In Canada, there's a limit on how
Yeah.
much you can take out.
Yeah.
Like I know girls who've gone overseas and they've
Correct.
gone past the limit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they wanted a
that's
more like
crazy.
tight weight.
Yeah.
So they take out more than technically you would be allowed to in Canada.
Yeah,
For health
exactly.
reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
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 But some girls want the body.
Yeah.
Just chill, you're almost dead, my G. Like, relax. Like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I feel like the health thing would be way more important, but to each his own.
But speaking of the tariffs and stuff, I saw this list and I wanted y'all's opinion on this. You know how people are talking about the
Yes.
shop Canadian,
Yes.
buy
Yeah.
Canadian brands. So someone said, ditch US brands and choose Canadian alternatives. So there's a list of American brands
Okay.
with Canadian alternatives.
All right.
Tell me which ones you guys would go for.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the American ones and then it goes Canadian. Nike, Lululemon.
Huh? Nike all the
Are
way.
you ditching Nike for Lululemon?
No.
Hold on now.
I'm not.
Hold on
I
now.
And I heard
even wear
Lululemon's
Lulu.
racist.
Are
yeah.
you ditching Nike
That part,
for Lulu?
No.
I'm not even wearing Lulu.
I don't even own a Lulu.
Well, when it
that
comes to
part.
strictly the athleisure, because Lululemon don't have shoes. Like,
Yes, they do. I have a
they?
pair.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Sorry.
Zoe's got a pair.
Zoe doesn't want to lose her brand deal.
Sorry.
Wow.
sorry.
Look at where we've gotten.
Sorry. Not too much. Not too much on Lulu, I
So
guess.
you're taking Lulu over Nike.
Over is hard because I just got into Lulu. I'm not gonna lie. I just got into it. I was very hesitant with like, you know, the previous
Allegation.
owner or whatever, like
Okay.
things that he said. But Lulu's good. Like someone who works out, Lulu's good quality.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
I'm
it's
sure.
really good quality. But over Nike, like I'm giving up Nike kicks for Lulu kicks. No way.
Nah.
yeah.
No way.
America wins.
This one is for women. Victoria's Secret, La Vie en Rose.
Oh my gosh, are you crazy? Livy and Rose is for like 40 and up. Like,
So now we're 0 for 2.
okay.
We're 0 for 2 on the Canadian
It's
brands.
40 and up
Okay.
lingerie.
no, it is.
Yeah.
If you go
Why
in
not?
there-
Why not? I
Okay.
Nike that. I Nike.
So when you're 40, you don't want your
Yeah,
woman
why
to wear
not? I was
lingerie?
about to say.
No.
The mature woman can be.
I mean, she could just wear what the 30-year-olds do. Why is there a 40+ lingerie?
No, there is.
That's not wavy.
Just lingerie.
That's not wavy.
No.
Okay.
No,
So
you
when
can't. You can't find a appealing G-string in
Livy and Rose?
Was it Livy and Rose?
Rose.
You
I haven't
can't.
been in there. I don't think
I haven't really
It's
been
very
there.
good for the 90s. If you're looking for a 90,
Yeah.
For like the girdles?
Okay, girls.
Girdles.
What's
Oh
up?
my
They have
God.
girls.
Next one.
Girdles.
I love that. I love that. Girdles.
Next one. North Face, Canada Goose.
I'm a North Face person.
I'm okay with Canada Goose. I could do a
I
Canada
like
Goose
Canada
over.
Goose. I have a North Face, but I like Canada Goose too. The blackout one, nice.
Canada Goose warmer too.
Very.
I could do
Yeah.
a Canada Goose over North
Canada
Face.
Goose.
Yeah. So I'll take.
Everyone in here is privileged. Because Canada Goose is like 3x the time
Yeah.
the price of
Yeah.
North Face.
Yeah.
But it's
I
gonna
mean,
last
I don't
longer,
own
though.
either,
Much
but I
longer.
can.
North Face
And it's
lasts
way
long
warmer.
too.
But North Face last. I have a North Face.
Yeah,
and it
I've
lasts
had a
long,
North
too.
Face for so long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. They'll both last.
also-
I've heard great things about the Canada Goose.
Yeah. I don't have one, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
could
have
do
one,
it.
but I've heard great things.
All right. Next one. Columbia, Moose Knuckle.
Moose
knuckle.
knuckle. Moose knuckle.
What?
Sorry.
I like Moose Knuckles' name.
Okay, you know. So, listen. Go take a walk or drink some water. Are you okay?
Are you well? Are you well?
what is okay?
Old Navy and the Gap, Joe Fresh and Roots.
Okay, Gap
Okay, Roots.
and
I could do
Roots.
Roots.
Would I
I could
drop
do Roots and
Roots
Joe Fresh.
for?
Would
Gap
you
and
drop
Roots.
Old Navy and Gap for Joe Fresh and Roots?
I could do it.
I could.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
like
can
that
do
actually,
Joe
yeah.
Fresh.
I like
Roots will
Roots.
hold me down.
Yeah.
Roots will hold me
Roots
down.
Roots is solid.
Joe Fresh too, you know.
As a
Low key.
mother,
Yeah,
Joe Fresh.
yeah, low key.
Yeah.
Joe Fresh be
Shout out
eating
Joe
up.
Fresh.
That gym
Joe
here,
Fresh
Hit me
got
up.
some shit?
they do.
Yeah, they do.
They have one.
I wonder.
Low key, low
Like the
key,
plain,
low key.
you gotta-
the
you might have
simple,
to-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They do.
The pickings.
Yeah, man.
Take a right after buying your groceries and you go.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I want to know what he said.
No, it's not even bad. It's just
Okay.
Calvin
longitude and latitude on
Klein
it too.
for D
Jesus.
Squared.
Oh no.
Now D Squared is big in London, but apparently it was founded by Canadians.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I know D Squared. Dean
Calvin Klein
Dan.
for D Squared.
Giving Calvin's right
You
now.
know the
Heard of D
people?
squared.
Yeah.
How do you know the creators of D Squared?
It's always industry, man.
It's always
long
mixed.
story.
Black. It's always black Illuminati.
When I went to Italy, I went to the D Squared.
Word.
Bro, wait, what you
You
say?
might be Black Illuminati.
Black Illuminati. Lululemon deals,
when I
Mark
went to-
Cuban club
You gotta
appearances.
debunk that because I'll run with it.
I know. First of all, don't say that. Second of all,
You are in the Balluminati.
what's it called? So when I went to Italy for the first time, I went for the
first time.
Big up.
Yes. I've only been to Italy twice.
Yeah, you
Just
know.
want y'all to know that it wasn't once.
Been twice.
When I went to Italy for the first time, I went for the D Squared show.
Okay.
But my uncle used to work. Dean and Dan are from Canada. My uncle used to work with D Squared. That's why he moved to Italy. He worked with them for like years. So they were always like close family to us because they were like kind of like family friends. So like I went to their show and it was funny because like to me, obviously I knew D Squared was, but I know they were like that big. You know what I mean? Like they're on like every corner in like Italy. Like they're pretty big. So when I went, I'm like, oh, okay, we're just going to like, you know, my uncle, like I know they're designers, but we're going to their show. I'm just a company, whatever. Bro, we pulled up to the show and there's bare paparazzi. And I'm like, no, why is there like paparazzi for what? Like, hey, I'm on Getty Images. If you search D Squared show, I think Italy 2022, I'm there.
But are the clothes lit? Like I just want to know. Like,
Yeah, D Squared. Yeah, they did a collab with OVO. With like the two owls, like that's D Squared. They have some pretty nice stuff. And like the hats, like remember all the guys wearing like the trucker hats, like the D Squared trucker hats? Yeah, they have some pretty nice stuff.
I could get with it. I mean, I
they're
really
like
only like Calvin underwear.
Designer in a way. Yeah, they're pretty. They're
Like the
pretty
bras
good
and
stuff.
the
Yeah.
Have y'all ever taken like paparazzi pictures or Getty Images pictures and like when they upload it,
Yes.
yours isn't there?
Oh. I don't know about that. I thought you were gonna say. I'm
I've had
sorry.
the Gettys and I saw myself, and then I've had some where I was amped and mine didn't make the cut. So just me. I'm the only one
yeah.
that's
I have to agree with you too.
I mean, they've uploaded Gettys for me and
They
they
have
look
time to
horrible,
like,
but
like
I
skirmish
guess
through
there
like
was a
what's
hierarchy.
important.
The one I'm talking about, it was in LA. It was the
that makes sense.
United Masters like Grammy week party.
Okay.
And I took the pics and I was cool. I'm searching for me, Chris Brown, NLE Choppa, Christian
Yeah.
Coles. After I got to the third, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna be in this list.
Yeah, in this room.
I wasn't.
yeah,
Dvbl,
probably a hierarchy
shit,
thing.
yeah.
It's definitely a hierarchy thing.
Yeah, sorry.
I was surprised I made it. I'm like, no, I don't know why the hell I made it. Probably because I'm black. They're like black women.
They thought you were like Meg or something.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
They might mix you up with somebody else.
Not Diet
That's
Meg.
crazy. Are you guys are all on Getty? Do you like it? I don't like it. Like being on Getty Images.
I like it when the picture look good.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
true.
Wait, what? Like, what's the? Because you have to find them yourself. No one's going on Getty and be like, I wonder what's posted today.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, but like if it's an event, then like you'll go
Yeah.
Getty Images in the event
Yeah.
name and like it'll all pop up.
True. So if it's beat, just don't tell nobody.
No,
Yeah,
for
facts.
sure. I just
No,
think the
facts.
fact that like my
But-
photo now lives on this platform
Yes,
that I have no
exactly.
control
Try to be as
over.
quiet about it
And
as
people
possible.
can search it. Like it's not. It's like it's public knowledge. Like people can search
Yeah.
it, and especially like if
they search
there's
your
a
name,
absolutely.
But
yeah.
I'm not showing it.
I'm not posting it. That's what I do. I don't even repost things that I like. If I sound
Yeah,
bad,
facts.
like if
I'm
I'm
not
singing and
reposting
it's
that.
like off key, I won't even repost it.
You're
I'm
not even
sorry.
the ones who post like no Getty straight from the Getty, no filter. Like you know how girls post like straight from Getty. That's like a
I
thing.
would definitely do that. I don't think I'm on Getty
Yeah.
yet. For some like forgetting,
I mean, I
but
would do that, but
definitely
if
do
it-
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some photos out there that look horrible.
If it
already.
looks amazing,
But-
That's a nice
I'm gonna be
picture, I
like
would
straight
do
from
it.
a Getty.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
If it looks
I'm
great,
like,
why
why
not?
wouldn't I?
Period.
That's crazy.
Would it be big if a girl just like put like the Getty like sign?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You got a
Yes, it
PNG
would.
of
It's
the
big.
Getty.
Yes, it
image.
would.
Uploaded the Getty over.
Yeah.
No, that's
Very
bad.
big.
That's too
Yes.
much.
That is
turd.
It is too much.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
extreme.
top tier
Yeah.
bigotry. Yeah.
Can do
That's
that edit
crazy.
for you, no problem. $20 a photo, make it look indistinguishable.
I don't understand why there's so much hype around Getty Images. I didn't understand it. Why everyone thought
I
it was
actually
like a
don't
stamp.
either.
It's like
No,
an
yeah.
official.
That's
you
the
know?
whole point. Like, it shows that you didn't edit your picture.
You can still edit a Getty image if you try.
Yeah.
People take pictures of me. Like,
I guess they
you know,
just
like
assume
it's
you
that.
won't.
Yeah, you can definitely still edit a Getty photo if you tried. All you do is upload the Getty
Absolutely.
photo onto Photoshop.
Just take
Yeah.
a screenshot.
$20 a photo.
But at least when you're a celebrity, it's verifiable.
So that's what it is more for me. It's like, I guess it's just a clout thing. I think like it just makes you, feel important. Like you and
But
somebody else
wasn't
has
there a
like any
celebrity
image.
who was editing what celebrity is
But
editing
I'm saying
everyone's
you
photos?
get booked though. If you're a celeb, you get booked.
And they
'cause the
edited
raw
Beyonce.
files
Who
are-
was it? Was it no, guys? Who was it? And they edit. It was like Kelly, Beyonce, and they're edit everyone's face. Everyone's like, yo, why they edit everyone's face like that?
It was Michelle?
No, don't be like that.
I know.
You named everybody except for Michelle.
No, it wasn't Lil Kim.
Oh, I see
It
one
was like
picture.
Beyonce,
I do
and I
like
think maybe
Michelle.
like Sierra. They were all in the photo, and they edited the hell. And people were like, yo, why did they edit this photo like this?
Oh my god.
I need to find. I forgot who it was, but they edited the hell out of that photo. Everyone was like, yo. Like it was
Yeah,
like,
because sometimes they be doing us dirty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like some of the Getty image, like when you like excited next day after the event and you look on Getty image and you're like, whoa.
Your under eye,
Chopped cheese.
Who is that?
your under eye is bright as hell.
Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, like it even happened. That's how Summer Walker's picture got like so blown up. Where
The
she's
one
like,
with like this.
yeah. Sometimes I be feeling like they want to do you dirty. So like you really have to be prepared like on your P's and Q's because you don't even know who the photographers are that like work for Getty. They just take the photo and then they upload
Yeah,
it. You know,
facts. You
sometimes you
don't
don't
know
know.
who's who.
So it's like you just have to be on your P's and Q's because someone can do a quick Google search and there it is, your Getty image.
that level of celebrity I don't want to get to.
So wait, you could search like your name and Getty.
Do you guys want like the fame?
that.
Like as artists, do you want like the can't go outside? Like
If it's not coming
I'm
with the
walking
money, no.
around and people taking pictures of me. Like, do you want that level of fame?
If it doesn't come with a bag, no. Like I don't.
Okay.
I
No,
don't.
it comes with the bag.
No, some people are famous and they're broke. I want you to know, like,
That's the worst
Sure.
existence possible.
exactly.
Facts.
So I'm
Worse.
not interested in that.
Like just a hard
Okay,
life
so
for
say it
me.
does come with the
Like,
bag.
That's hard.
Yeah, if
That's
it
a
comes with
hard
the bag,
life.
yeah,
I'm
if it
definitely
comes with a
taking
bag,
If I could live life under a rock, low key,
yeah, I would.
I would do it. It obviously is a complete opposite of like my passion, which is
Facts.
performing. Really, I feel like my passion is performing, and it's like, how do you want to be a performer, but then you don't want to be seen? Well,
Yeah.
I want to perform, say my thing, and then come off the
Go.
stage and go back to my regular
Yes.
life. You know
Yeah.
me? So, but obviously it doesn't work like that. So yeah, if it comes with the bag, I'm doing it for sure.
I don't know, man. I don't. They're now they're getting Justin Bieber looking like the skeleton. Like I hate.
Yeah,
the
but that's a
like,
different level. Like, you know,
But
like
that's what I'm
there's
talking about.
I don't necessarily strive to be like that level of famous, if I'm being really honest. I actually am quite all right with like the tiers below.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like,
So you don't want to be Beyonce famous.
I don't actually have any interest in being Beyonce.
Either they come with
famous.
Beyonce bag.
I want to have Beyonce
Even-
bag. not Beyonce
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
I'll take
Beyonce
that. I'll take
back.
her bank account any day.
I gotta
Not unless you
give
do crypto or
I
something.
gotta give a
does not
compliment
exist.
to. I gotta give a compliment to her now then, because she was smart.
With the
way
glasses
Yeah.
and everything.
that was smooth.
Run it back.
Because for
Yeah,
a good
her
couple
artist.
years,
her. You couldn't see. You didn't know who she
No,
was.
her.
HDR.
Facts.
Singer.
That's why Superman makes sense. Like his whole identity is a pair of glasses, and no one recognizes
Yeah.
him.
But that was a part of her brand. It was very intentional because she was Gabby Wilson before. She was an artist before that. Before
Yeah,
before
she
rebranding as
rebranded to
her.
you guys know that her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was she before her?
Gabby
Gabby
Wilson.
Wilson.
I mean,
That's
she's
like
still
Gnarls
Gabby
Barkley.
But
Wilson,
she was like young.
yeah, she was young.
They were like pushing a
Yes,
like
they
a
were
teen
pushing us.
artist.
Oh my god!
The Weeknd do that too.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what
Yes.
Lady
Who was
Gaga
Weeknd
looked
before the
like
weekend?
No, I mean like the Weeknd was always
Yeah,
the Weeknd,
like
but
the-
like he
the
didn't show his
mysterious
face
vibe,
right away.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He's very like mysterious, like dark shadow. Yeah.
Nav did that
And
too,
Sia
didn't he?
too.
This
Yes.
is our Nav expert.
Yeah.
There was an era of
What?
not the Nav expert.
That's crazy. That's crazy to put on his jacket. That's insane.
Is he not a resident Nav?
Nav
But facts.
expert.
But facts.
Big up Nav. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
shout out Nav. I mean,
Nav never used to
What
show
was
his
the
face,
question?
right?
yeah, there was an era of like
People
artists
thought
who
Nav
were
was
just
black?
being
Oh
mysterious.
yes, my bad. Like the weekend.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
used to do the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he was
Enigma?
saying nigga and everybody was cool.
yeah.
I didn't know what Lady Gaga looked like for a long time.
I didn't know that.
What?
Really?
How?
Because she wears like all these like weird things. So like if I was to see her
Yeah.
as a
Like
regular
her actual
person,
face?
a lot of these people, if you were to see them as a regular person, you don't
That
really
actually
know.
happened with Lady Gaga. I used to work at Starbucks
Yeah.
at Yorkville, and I told the story before. I used to work at Starbucks at Yorkville, so all the things would live at or would come to visit Yorkville, blah, blah, blah. And Lady Gaga came in. We had no idea.
know it's
her, yeah.
And then people ran and act like people come with their phone, like, where is she? Where is she? And we were like, what are we talking about? Like, Lady Gaga. We were like, where she was in it, but she probably came back in the day when she had like the bangs and like the
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
weird.
No,
You're right,
it's
but
her.
she came in regular, no one knew.
Yeah.
To this day, I couldn't even tell you what she looked like.
I thought that was so cool though.
Yeah, she could pass on the street, I would have no idea.
Yeah.
Sia too. She wore her bangs to like right here. Sia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sia
Yeah.
too. I forgot
Yeah,
about her.
she was in
Yeah.
Even that lady that looked had a lot of makeup on at the Grammys.
He auto-corrected himself.
In real time. Oh yes.
Chapel Road.
Okay,
Oh,
listen.
yes.
If she just came fresh faced
Yeah,
one day,
you
I would
wouldn't-
have
you
no
wouldn't- yeah,
idea
you wouldn't
who
know
that
who she
person
is.
was.
Speaking of that,
Yeah. I know where
Oh,
you're about
yeah,
to.
yeah, let's do this.
I know where you're
what
about
do
to
y'all
go.
think about the
Nah,
Babyface Chapel
don't
Road
ever.
situation?
Those two, the what? They will never be able to step. I think they should never be
Okay,
able to
give
step foot.
background context because
sorry,
Double M doesn't know what's going
background.
on.
Me either. I'm
So for people who don't know, Babyface was doing an interview at the Grammys, like with the reporters.
Red carpet.
And he was at the red carpet, and he was like mid conversation, and the reporters were
I
kind
know,
of
like
Chapel.
yeah.
I saw the Alice in
he
Wonderland.
stopped.
Yes,
Like,
I saw the
What
Alice
did he
in
say? What
Wonderland.
did he say?
That's Chapel.
He was like, go do that.
Yeah, he's like, go do that. Oh,
And
that's
they're
what you are?
So
Go
sorry,
do that.
Babyface.
Yeah.
I'm Chapo.
Yeah.
And then they had to spin back and apologize.
Should that lady have
Did
an
they
opportunity to work
Yeah,
again?
but it was a fake. It was
Nah,
the fakest
But
apology
this is
ever.
what happens when you have influencers
Yep.
do the job of journalists.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think
They were not journalists, Tresor. They were like TikTok influencer type people,
was
and they gave
Associated
them a mic.
Press.
Yes, it was press, like official press.
So that maybe they hired influencers.
But they do that. That's a regular thing now.
Yeah.
They hire influencers and these famous creators to do press. But my thing is, okay, if you want to do that, sure, but train these people.
Absolutely.
them specifically, I'm pretty sure they weren't.
You think they were journalists?
I don't think you necessarily have to be a journalist. You just have to
Yeah.
be a personality that you hire. This could have just been two girls in the company that they say, hey, go do this.
It was bad.
It was so
Yeah,
bad.
it
I was
was
scared.
very
I
bad.
was
I seen
so
that.
bad.
Simone when they told Raven Simone to cut because Kendall was coming up, and I was like, "What?" And then she goes, "Oh, I guess somebody's more important than me." And then she walked off to the
Oh
side.
shit! I
felt
didn't.
bad,
When was
like,
that?
I didn't see that. I
They,
didn't see that.
because
CNN
this
has them
happened
listed.
recently, they
Wow.
brought it back up again. with the Raven Simone thing. Yeah, they did it to her too. Still,
CNN
No,
has
that's
them listed
mad.
as journalists.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, they did not do their job.
That
They
was
did
really,
not do
that
their
was
job. That was
really
journalists.
rude. And Khloe
It was
Kardashian
extremely
tweeted
rude.
like a long thing. Usually I don't care for Khloe Kardashian what
Yeah.
she says, but what she really was like, she clocked their tea.
Really?
Like she
That
was
was
like, that
rude
was
still.
so disrespectful.
Yeah.
So
That was rude.
Given that this woman is a journalist and not just some TikToker that they hired to, for clout and be on the red carpet, do you think like she made a really bad mistake? Should she
Absolutely.
have the opportunity to rectify this, or
No.
she should never work again on red carpets?
No, she's
Actually,
done.
I do think that people should be able to
Grace.
I do believe in grace for
Real
people.
Christian right here.
I don't know, but
Yo, you
I
blows
do
up like
believe
this,
in
if
grace.
you do it again,
Yeah,
you're done.
absolutely.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
also,
I
like
feel
you,
that.
it depends on what you do from here on out. Now, was
Yeah.
it bad? Absolutely, I
was.
would agree. And what's interesting, I don't want to like lump them both into a group because the other girl, I feel like you could see that she felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was just one girl that was like
The dark-haired girl.
Chapel, like whatever. Yeah, the dark haired girl was
She's
like,
all,
sorry.
you're really
Like,
gonna
I'm
do
so
this?
sorry. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that she was a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I do have grace for her. I think in life people deserve grace. However, it is something as like if you do that again, like I mean, it should never happen again. It's
you
just
think
like
that's
a lesson
Situation,
learned.
They should have made her stay home without pay. Like you're in trouble.
Not
Me
HR.
personally,
Yeah.
there's too many people. This industry is too
Yeah.
much of a revolving door for
Yeah.
you not to be on point.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're necessarily. I don't know if I would fire her, but you're not doing this no more.
No, facts.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way you're doing
Yeah.
this anymore.
No,
Yeah.
you need to go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're at the Kids Choice Awards, buddy.
So let's just try to look at it from her perspective, right? Maybe she needed to get an interview with Chaperone that day, and if she passes by, it's too late. Still, you're saying fuck it.
Yeah.
You're not going for this.
No,
That
there's
may
a
have
way
been
to go
her
about
job
it.
I
that she
thought
was
about that.
trying
What
to
if she had an
secure.
earpiece and they're like, "Get Chapel or you're fired"? She's
Yeah.
like, "Chapel."
No. Okay, there's a way.
I'm always trying to see shit from both sides. Like,
I thought about that. Like maybe,
No.
like what if that was her situation? I watch it again. I'm like,
No, because
I don't know.
the
Still, that was
disrespect
mean.
for me is even after that happened, you completely disregarded. Like when
Yeah.
you do something and you're like, damn, that was probably kind of rude, and you
No
circle
remorse.
back. Exactly, you circle back. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like you know what I mean. In the moment, there would have been some like rectifying, but no, she
the next
literally
girl.
would. Yeah, the next girl. I feel
She's
like
like,
I saw
sorry.
it on her. Like she
You
was
like, she was
remorseful.
genuinely sorry
She was
about it.
genuinely sorry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
That girl was like, chapel. Okay,
Yeah.
if she could, she would have
would've-
skirted him to
yeah.
the side.
Yeah,
If she could.
100%.
Facts.
Like she literally just like waited
Yeah.
for him to like get a corner, and she
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's so
And
weird,
also,
yo.
like, there's
I would
a way.
have popped the mic in her.
There is a way, especially as a journalist. There's a way
Yes.
to
Go about it.
wrap someone up
Yeah.
without
Right.
being disrespectful.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So like, you kind of just let him finish saying what he's saying. Like, okay, thank you, Babyface. We appreciate you. And
Yeah,
then
they could
you
at
can
least
do
let
that.
him finish.
You could at least let him, she cut him off in
Man
the middle
was
of
mid
his
sentence.
sentence.
He was even confused because she was doing some weird thing.
Yeah.
He was like, and then
All right,
she
you
was
go
like,
do this. Like,
Yeah.
But also, she was waiting.
Yeah.
It's not like she was
yeah,
gone.
running by.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
there.
she's just waiting behind. So it's like, bro, everyone be respectful, please.
Yeah.
Because even if I was
Shut up,
like, no,
Babyface.
dude, like finish him first. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
Yeah.
people forget
Yeah.
they're human sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, Babyface.
Thank you. He's a
Like,
Yeah.
Babyface is
pioneer
a
legend,
gold.
this is how you
Babyface.
know there's like two different
Once again,
generations.
that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two
I
algorithms.
do think Babyface is a legend, but
Yeah.
I think Babyface is a black legend.
Yeah.
White people don't rate him like that.
He has a point.
They don't rate him like
I
that.
think the ones that know
everything, yeah.
rate him.
They don't rate him.
But even on our side, do you know a Chaperone song?
No, I don't even know who
I
that is.
know she's like an up and coming big artist, but I don't know a song.
She
or
walked
anything
in here
else.
right now. Like, would you know that it's
No.
Babyface, no.
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
Please,
Please, don't clock me. I would not be able to
Okay, but
recall
no,
a song.
like honestly, like what song does she do?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard a song.
Like that's the
I have
point.
no idea.
But okay, the reason I kept pausing when I said the makeup is just like, I think I even looked this up. She's going for like a drag aesthetic.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to say.
Wait, is that who you're talking about, Chapel? When you said
I
that?
think that's when I was saying Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's what it get. Yeah,
it works then.
yes, that's what
Yeah.
I saw when I saw her fit. You know, I was like, okay.
Yeah, she's definitely. I mean, Babyface is definitely a legend, but
Yeah.
You know who I need to see on the red carpet the next Grammys? Is the black girl in Pakistan.
Oh,
Okay, what happened? What is that?
Black
What
girl
is
of
that? What is that
Pakistan.
video? I'm confused. What is happening?
Yo, bro.
Taylor knows it better than all of us.
Okay, I was just on TikTok you go down a rabbit hole sometimes. But I guess like she married a boy in Pakistan, and he's 18.
Okay.
And
40-year-old black woman from New York.
Yeah, but she was catfishing him. So when she like appeared on camera to him, she was a white woman. And then when she showed up after she got her plane ticket and everything, she showed up. She was a black girl from the Bronx or Brooklyn. Was she from Brooklyn or Bronx? I don't know. She's from New York.
New York.
She's somewhere in New York. And basically, he was like, "Okay, I'll give this a try." I got this whole story from watching a TikTok
That's nice
on
of him.
a man from Pakistan, like telling us, "Okay, well, I'm from Pakistan. Let me tell you what happened." So he said that she showed up, and the boy was like, "Okay, like I'll try it out," and then the mom was like, no, like what are we doing here? And packed him up and left. But she was like, okay, I guess I'm staying. And then people started like crowding her because they're like, who is this random black girl in the middle of Pakistan? Like, what are you doing here? And she was like, I'm not leaving until my husband comes and da da da. And then she started like, they're asking her questions. And she's like, you want me to answer your questions? I need $5,000 a week. I need $5,000 a month. Like, she just started demanding things. And she's like, and it's dusty here. Like, I don't like it. Like, you guys need to build up your villages.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, and they're just surrounding her with mics, like mics and cameras, like, yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like a
yeah,
press
yeah, yeah.
conference.
It's
Literally
literally
is a
a
press
whole, like, she's like,
But what would possess anyone
Listen.
mental
to
illness.
move
Yeah.
to Pakistan to marry a teenager?
Manic episode.
Yeah. It's,
Like, what?
It's really giving that. It's sad, but it is really giving that when you
And why
actually
are we
see
giving
her.
that attention? Like that's
Because it's hilarious.
It's
You haven't seen
funny.
any of
Yeah.
I
that?
haven't seen any of this.
haven't
No.
seen
I'm
any
just
of that.
chronically online.
Yo, when you start scrolling, the first time you see it, you're gonna be like, what? But then if you keep scrolling, you keep seeing it, you're like, yo, this is like, it's comedic. It's like genius. Like,
Baddies
this is
of
so funny.
Pakistan.
Like, people are like, why didn't I think of this? Like, why didn't I just go to Pakistan and
Speaking
start?
of baddies.
I judged.
You're just on one episode.
We listen, we don't, unless
You're just on one episode.
I
I
haven't
judge.
spoken about this show yet on the
Yeah,
show,
go ahead.
but since you're here, we'll talk about it.
Oh, man. Okay.
I tried.
Yeah.
I really tried to get through it. I
Yeah.
tried because you guys know me. You know I hate that stuff. I was, let me just try. I could not get through the first like 15 minutes, episode 1. But I heard you were on it, so I'm like, okay, let me try again. But I don't know what episode you're on, so yo guys, I couldn't get through it.
To be honest with you, I haven't watched the
didn't
episodes that
watch
I'm
it?
on.
Oh.
I watched one episode. Literally, I don't know how much episodes.
What
I
was
have.
the vibe in the
But
room?
I wasn't on the episode. It was chaotic. I was overstimulated. I remember at one point I looked at Snoopy. I said, "I'm overstimulated. There's a lot going
Looked
on."
at who,
in here."
sorry?
Snoopy.
Oh.
Snoopy, DJ Snoopy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm overstimulated at this point. There was just a lot going on. Like, it was a lot. Everyone was drunk.
What's the premise of the show?
Hold on, Double M has to go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
sorry.
say goodbye. It's
No,
okay.
it's okay. No.
Get up.
Yeah, she just ran. I look back this way.
It's okay. It's okay.
You can say
Come say
goodbye.
bye. Come say bye.
I know. Like,
Please say bye.
We're gonna get
You
back
can
to
say
this.
goodbye.
We'll get back to this, but please
We'll
say
get back
bye.
to Baddies in the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry. I was
It's
trying to say
alright.
bye, and I was trying to. You guys saw me trying to come off discreetly,
I know.
and then you just hear that latex gloves. God damn. But yeah, guys.
She got to
so-
hit the road.
Yes, but I just want
Thank
to
you
say.
for coming.
Yes, I just want to say thank you for having me, Relentless Diaries. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I know you guys will say your piece when you leave. Stream Attention Remix, Leila Dey, Double M, Taaylee, and new music coming soon. Stream Customer Service, it's out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I need
and
every
guys,
dollar in my bank
I
account.
had a great time here.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys really know how to get down behind the scenes, these guys,
Yeah.
Relentless.
Hey, thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Now back to Baddies in the Sea.
Yeah, can you explain me what the premise of the show was?
Okay,
Like,
first of all, I'm not a producer. Not too much on me, okay? I don't know. I didn't write the script. Like,
pulled up.
you see what I'm saying?
just so
I
people
came.
listening could understand. That's it.
I don't know, honestly.
It's a reality show.
It's a reality
I
show.
showed up.
Yeah.
I didn't really know like exactly what was going on, but I've watched baddies, yeah, like the actual baddies, on Zeus, and so I kind of like assumed it's probably around the same thing as that.
Yeah.
You know, it is in the starting season of it, like it's the come up of it. So hopefully it gets better over time. I don't know, but yeah, it was a lot going on. The people were just, I feel like they were just like intoxicated. And I don't know if like on the actual baddie show, like everyone was just, no, they are, because it's baddie shot clock like every second minute. Yeah, they're definitely intoxicated. But everyone was just like, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I saw clips of it and I enjoyed it, but I just can't.
You enjoyed.
Some of it was funny. I don't know.
It's entertaining. It
Yeah.
is like entertaining to a degree.
I haven't watched the whole thing.
But then at certain degrees, it's like,
It's
okay, it's kind of
cringy.
sad.
Like,
Like,
did
yeah,
you
it's
think
sad
like, yo,
and
what are we
cringy.
doing? Like, did you ever think like, yo, what are we doing for real?
okay, so I actually I've met one or two of the girls that auditioned, like outside of the show, obviously. I've actually met Blickhead like years and years ago.
The one
Like,
who goes, it's wicked.
Blickhead, I'm about to get wicked.
yeah, shout out Blickhead.
Yeah, shout out Blickhead.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But-
It's funny in a good way though. Like I think that's like a really good staple to have.
Yeah, like she should, like I feel like she would make the show.
Yeah.
Like, she has to be
It's about to get
on the
wicked.
show. Is she on the show? I don't think she's
I
on.
don't watch the show.
Oh, okay,
No.
yeah, well, all right, well,
No, she's not.
hopefully Blickhead's on the show.
No, she's not.
She's
She's not on the show.
Oh, okay.
So
She's on
how
the
did
show.
she get? So how did this happen? It's about to
I
get
have no
wicked.
No, she
Oh,
auditioned.
she auditioned. It was-
Oh, she
she
auditioned,
auditioned.
but she didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's a shame because she's a personality.
She's definitely a personality.
She
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm not the baddies rep either, but I did watch a couple of episodes.
You
I
got
think-
through a couple, eh?
I did watch a couple of
Jeez.
episodes. I think there's like 3 free episodes or something like that.
Free.
Yes.
So I'm into the 4, 5, 6. What you to be?
As far as I understand, there was some subscription type of situation, but
Oh, I think they
on
dropped
TikTok.
that.
Oh,
I
did
seen
they
them-
drop that?
yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't watch past the free ones, but it was news also on TikTok, and I think like my main thing. I actually haven't watched Baddies from the US either, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't watch it
I'm
either.
I'm not
I don't even
familiar
know
with
what
the
the point
show.
of Baddies originally is.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
familiar
just
with
a
the
reality
show.
show.
Okay.
But I think like, you know, my qualm is that in the city there are actual baddies. Like there are people who, and I don't mean baddies just by looks. I mean like baddies who actually like do
Have their shit
things,
together.
have their shit together. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of the common themes is like when I'm watching the show and I'm seeing everybody come up and it's like, what makes you a baddie? And they're like, I stand 10 toes. It's like, how many times are we gonna say like I stand on business, I stand on business, I stand on business? Like, okay, like yes, like what does that mean? But also like there could have been a variety of baddies. You know what I mean? Like there can like I don't know. It was like the first few seconds and nobody even asked you anything, and all of a sudden your shirt's up. Like I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what are we doing? You know what I mean?
I didn't say anything.
I just didn't
Who just said
understand
that's
that.
good
And a lot of people had think pieces. Yeah. But like there was a lot of think pieces. There were a lot of think pieces on TikTok, and I think like the general public has a valid response because it's just like I'm a little bit confused as to why like if this is a representation of Toronto baddies, I'm very sad. Like if I was like from somewhere else, doesn't matter. Like I don't know, Buffalo, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like Toronto baddies. I wouldn't come here. Like
Yeah.
I would be like, no, there's
Someone
no
from
shorties.
Baltimore.
There's no.
Yeah, y'all look stupid.
It's called Baddies
Real
of the City.
Bad
Real
Girls
Bad
of the
Gals of the
City.
City.
Yeah,
or
Real Bad
something.
Girls of the
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, I don't think people watch like baddies on Zeus and feel like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what the
Aspirational.
baddies are in,
Yeah.
in wherever they are. Like, I don't
Yeah.
feel like they're like, oh, these are what the baddies look like because
Yeah.
I'm sure we know that there's bad girls like everywhere in the six,
Yeah.
wherever, like all over the US, and we don't watch baddies on Zeus and be like,
Yeah.
oh, so this is what they look like. This is how they act. Like we just know like that's the type of caliber of individuals that you're gonna get when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
auditioning for that show. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure like
For entertainment.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
There's a new one
they're all
about to
there
drop.
for an opportunity.
For real.
Baddies
Nonetheless.
Africa.
Baddies,
really?
yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Baddies.
Yeah.
To me, it's like. So I used to, when I was younger, I used to watch like Bad Girls
Bad
Club.
Girls
I used
Club,
to
okay.
watch Love and Hip Hop. But then as I got older, I remember this one day like watching Love and Hip Hop, and I was like, "Yo, what am I watching this for?" You know what I'm saying? Like
it's scripted.
flipping
Yeah.
tables and the
Yeah.
beat, and I'm just like, "Yo, what is this do? Like, it's not
Yeah.
doing like this is not fun in any way, shape, or form." You know what I'm saying? Like, when I used to watch Bad Girls Club, like, bro, I'm just watching girls beat the shit out of each other every day.
Yeah.
And this is not normal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
It's not.
why am I watching girls afraid to go downstairs and pour cereal without a whole bunch of
Oh my God.
Like, why am I watching women scared to go to sleep because they're scared they're gonna get run? Like, is this prison? Like, I was so confused. And one day I was like, probably like maybe like 21 or 22, just like sitting in my room, like, yo, what's going on? Like, why is this? It's not fun. This is actually not fun.
Yeah.
But like, so when I saw Real Bad Girls Assist, I'm like, oh my God, like, is this gonna be Bad Girls Club but Toronto version, which is like probably the worst mix ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the occasional trash reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
like
Not too much
Jersey
on me
Shore.
because
No.
So you only like it when white people are
Jersey
making
Shore is like
themselves
trash.
look.
Like white
Jersey
people
Shore,
like
yes,
that's not as
trash, but
bad.
like
yeah.
Because
It's
Italians
not-
feel the same way. They're like, this is not us.
Yeah.
You know? Like
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
That is
Like,
true.
it's-
You're
yeah.
right. You're right.
Way worse than that. I'm talking like blue faces, bad girls.
Oh, I never seen that. I never seen that.
Where girls eating cereal, put her in the sink.
Wow.
Oh, I seen that, but that was on Baddies. That was on Baddies.
yeah.
That was on
She
Baddies.
put her in the
yeah,
sink.
Yeah.
Right.
Put her
Yeah.
in the sink.
Yeah. That was a good
You
season.
guys think I'm exaggerating. She put her in the sink.
Yeah.
Like,
I definitely watch. I definitely watch
I'm with
Baddies.
you.
Put
I don't
her
really
in the
enjoy
sink.
trash. I don't really enjoy trash TV.
I feel like
So,
I
mean, I'm
don't
with you.
have drama in my life, so like I
need to watch
can indulge in some. You know, like it's not. Like if it's on my
enjoy,
screen, I turn
like-
it off, and then the drama's done.
Yeah.
Like you know, when drama's in your life, it's like you can't turn the TV off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I can watch it. And just
I enjoy
turn it off.
trash like Love Island trashy TV.
I like that
or
too.
like, you know, like Real Housewives is my bed. That's also why I scream. Like when I argue, like when I scream in the clip, because they be yelling, Like, you know, to get their point across, and they be
Yeah.
like, "Bitch," because I be calling them bitches sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of men, first of all, a lot of men were calling y'all bitches for letting me call y'all bitches. But first of all, I'm not calling y'all bitches like
It's a
offensively.
term of endearment.
Yes, like it's more like bitch. Like
Yes.
you know how to respond. To
Yes.
You got it.
I get it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
it depends.
By the way, niggas is saying you a bitch because I called you a bitch, but I don't mean that. But I don't even know. My mind's fucked up now.
yeah. When
I don't even respond to that.
Like whenever
I'm not.
I'm like, this time I'm
Yeah,
bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I'm saying it as in like I'm using it as like bro. Or
Yes.
Like
girl.
as you're talking to like your
I
friend.
would never actually call
Yeah.
you guys a bitch in a derogatory way. Like, yo,
Right.
she's a bitch. I would never do that.
Yeah.
What do they mean by that? But like, I wouldn't let her call me a bitch.
Yeah, I'm like,
No,
yo,
what are they gonna do
to me?
You're gonna hit me?
No, but there's
they
a
mean
lot
by
of there's a lot of people where like that, like they just don't like that at all.
No, I
and I just think that even if it's an issue, I'm not gonna ruin the content and say it in that moment. Like that makes no
But
sense.
you genuinely be offended when I be like, bitch?
I don't, because I don't even hear it anymore. You know,
You just like it's there.
I know. I don't even hear it anymore, but I understand from the perspective of someone who doesn't tolerate that at all, how that can seem shocking to them. Because I do think that you wouldn't do that to everybody.
There's some people.
My guy friends, all of them, I call them bitch.
You're just comfortable.
But
Yeah,
I
it
just be like,
depends on
listen,
who.
I'd be like, listen, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I literally,
Rapport.
when it's like really, like
Yeah.
women talk. Like, we
Yeah.
be like, you call it, listen, bitch. Like,
Yes.
you're on the phone,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bitch. You don't have to.
Yes.
So it's like, I just use it like that to y'all.
Yeah.
But people, because obviously you guys are, if this is an all women cast,
Yeah.
and you're saying, bitch, no man would bat an eye.
Yeah.
But with me, I'm talking to y'all, I'm like, listen, bitch. Men think it's like a crazy, no, you call him a bitch. It's like, bro, I'm not calling him a bitch like that.
I'm
just
saying, like, bitch.
Yes, like, girl. Like, literally. Honestly, if every time I call you guys a bitch, you place it as girl, it's the same context.
It's kind
Or
of the
bro,
premise
or bro.
of the podcast. Like, oh, there's this lady that leads the other three men and calls them bitch. Like, it's the.
I don't know if that's the premise.
The women
I don't know if
watch
that's
it and they're
the
like, oh,
premise.
there's a woman. She leads all the guys and she tells them what to do. Like, it's like very.
I don't know if that's what happened.
No, there's people that it does that for.
Yeah. I don't, like I said,
Is that what they're perceiving?
I've had that explained to me. Yeah.
but I would never call a man out of his name, like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless it's like a man who, unless it's like actually a man who is like doing some bitch shit or like hitting, I'd be like, listen, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, like actual, like, you're a bitch for that.
Yeah.
But I would never,
That was
like,
a different tone right there.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
That was serious.
Yeah.
That was serious.
But
We don't get that. Yeah.
I would never call any of you guys like a bitch. I don't know why people, like, men are so thing with that where men
Yeah.
call bitches every day.
It's
They
like,
don't like it.
Bitches a house. We don't,
don't
but
like it?
we kind of like a lot of us be like.
It depends on how you say it though, because I have like got niggas who will be like, "Yo, bitch," like, you know what I'm saying? What?
Yo, whoa.
Yeah.
like
But not in a
casually
bad
like that,
way.
like that, like
No, yeah, what it is. Or like, for example, like,
Okay,
I
that's
niggas
fine.
like, oh my god, like, you bitches went bowling without me, like something like that.
That's
A
zesty.
dude?
You don't think that's zesty?
But I don't think it's
you got niggas that
Don't
get that
ask
off.
me.
Yeah.
But I've never had a man that
Yeah,
was
say
actually
bitch.
like like in his masculinity be like, bitch, like what we doing today? Like also like my friends that aren't necessarily straight.
Yeah, of
be like,
course. My gay
bitch.
friends will like, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say
like,
bitch, but like, I
bitch,
don't
you
think I've
gotta-
ever
maybe
heard
he's
like a
just trying
man.
to play off how we talk.
Oh,
Nah, that ain't it.
okay.
I don't know, but he does know.
Yeah, I don't
bitches
know
were
them,
bowling, and
It
I'm like,
definitely
yes,
depends.
I'll say bitches plural, but like
Not like refer
Like
to
in a rap
someone.
music way.
I don't know where the bitches at or something.
Not where the bitch
But
is
like,
at.
I walked in my fur coat, and you were like, okay, bitch. I wouldn't be like, I'd be like, yes, bitch. Like, I'd be like, if you said, okay, bitch, I'd be like, yes,
I guess see it like playfully. I can see it like playfully as like you do it all the time. So like I'm only gonna use that with you because like
Right.
if it's a situation where like I'm a nigga and you're just constantly like bitch, I'd be like okay, bitch. Like I would say that to you,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't like go to another female and be like okay, bitch, because then I'd be like wait, hold on. It's kind of like pause. Like what are we doing?
I think,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it was
that's
the
what it is.
context of the conversation too.
Yeah.
But I can see it differently because I do also think in that same conversation, if I said that to you, people would say that I'm wilding.
Yeah, they'd be like hey yo,
That's
like
facts.
what's going on?
If you said what you said, and I was like, no, bitch.
Yeah, no.
People would be like,
Oh
whoa.
yeah, that's crazy.
See?
Like even you joking about it was a lot.
Exactly.
No,
but that's what she said.
Yeah.
So you see how some people, how
Yeah.
guys could look at it and be like, she's wilding.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
said that,
W
people would be
reversal.
like,
Is that
she's
okay,
wilding.
though? Like
No,
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 bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
I was really like, bitch. Like, when he said,
okay,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
But how about
No,
this?
I do.
If you hit, maybe this is not one for one, but if you hit Zoe with the nigga, what?
It's not the same.
no, that's
Because
like
nigga's not a derogatory term towards one specific group of people.
Is it what? It literally is.
I mean, one specific. You know what I meant. I didn't try to change what I
but not
meant.
within but not
I didn't want to say
that community of people.
genders. Because then it gets a little,
Because
you know.
what if I'm like referring to Zoe as like the homie? Like, oh, Zoe, she's my nigga.
It's like calling girls tings.
Or okay, that okay.
They don't like it. You don't like it.
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
don't.
not calling you a ting.
Don't call
I'll
me
be
a
like, yo,
ting.
I'm with some. If I was here and I was on the phone, I'm like, yo, I'm with some tings. You guys
That's
would
why
be like,
all my
whoa.
heads would be like,
Exactly.
Who's that?
Must be them.
Exactly.
No, it's okay.
I'm like, oh,
No, they just
No.
all their heads would have
I'm
turned
with
if
some
I said I'm
tings.
with some tings.
which tings?
like
No,
where they at?
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Not the things.
All I'm saying, if they ask me, is there things there? What should I say?
Yes, there's women here.
Yeah, exactly.
In the
Yes,
presence of
there's
in the presence of
baddies in
females.
here.
That's how you responded, Clyde? Actually, they're a woman. That's how you
Just to
responded.
correct
Say,
you.
yo, there's shorties.
No,
The
I'm
shorties are here.
No, how are you responding?
Yeah, the shorties are here. You're not gonna say the things. The things?
Am I on speaker or not?
The
Like,
babes
Yeah,
here.
the babes, the babes.
That's not like London men. Well, yeah, the babes
Yeah,
in
the
here.
babes.
Yeah, there's
He has a
babes
good
in
point.
here.
What?
If I'm not on speaker,
Exactly.
I'ma
let
say
it
yeah.
slide. If I'm on speaker, I'll correct it.
Yes.
But if the room heard it, then actually, Mucho, women are here.
Women here.
There's beautiful women
Yes.
here. I'm gonna say that to my dog.
Yes.
Because if they don't hear it, it's not directly affected.
But I won't lie.
There's queens here.
Thank you.
I won't lie.
Now I'm pandering.
Queens are in the building.
Queens, I'm not talking.
That's pandering. Queens is pandering.
If bubbling is involved, I will be a ting. If it's like the tings are bubbling, yes, I am.
Wait, what?
Like if
started like at the
someone's
club.
like, if I'm in the party and someone asks, "Are the tings bubbling?" Yes, the tings are bubbling, and I am the tings bubbling.
That's the only context you want to be a ting.
Listen, the tings are bubbling. Yes, I am.
So you feel like you're like in like your ting era when you're bubbling? Like I don't know, it's like
I just mean like I'm in here dancing. If the things, yes, the things are dancing.
I don't know.
Yes.
For me, I still wouldn't prefer the things like I would
The
even
queens
prefer
are
the gal them.
bubbling.
No,
Yeah,
the gal
like,
them. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
That might be a better episode title.
shorties, like
The short, you know what I mean? Yeah, the shorties are here. You
gal
know,
them.
the gal them are out like
Right.
shorty. Yeah,
I
I don't
always
know.
say the things are bubbling. That's my favorite
so
saying.
funny.
Yeah, the things bubbling.
That's
So bitches is the worst.
things bubbling.
Of course, is the worst.
I think
Tings
the
is
C
right
word
above
is
that.
worse than bitches.
But no one uses that in like.
Real Housewives, they do.
Catties.
No, but not like
Kathy's bad.
Ew.
Like catties?
Kathy's nasty.
Catty.
What about shorties?
I don't mind shorties.
Yeah, I'm
Shorties
cool with
okay?
shorties. I'm cool with shorties.
I'm like I feel like shorties is fine.
That's
That's like
right.
shorties. Like I wouldn't be like I wouldn't turn my head.
I'm cool with the shorties.
If someone said, "Yeah, I'm with a shorty."
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
exactly.
like, "What shorty?"
Exactly.
I would be like,
yeah, you
yeah,
are. I guess
you're
you're
with
with
a
a shorty.
shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Don't say my name.
So I just think that's the difference. It depends on the context and things of that.
I'm gonna actively work to stop calling y'all bitches.
You could do it. It's good for content.
As long as you don't care.
Actively work to stop yelling. But I love how Maul can yell on his podcast. Joe Budden can yell on their podcast.
Yeah.
Men can yell on their podcast all day. Oh yeah, this is crazy. Oh yeah, they're so passionate. This is Joe's crazy. But if I yell, I'm like the worst woman to ever exist ever. And
How about it, Reverso Man?
No man should ever look my way.
No, it's not even wrong. Okay. I think when men are yelling at other men, it doesn't seem as clutch pearls. If a woman's yelling at a man, people be like, whoa. If a man's yelling at a woman, people be like, whoa. But when men are yelling at each other, people don't.
But Maul yells at Damaris all the time. They literally
Not really. Though.
They have what when it was
They do. No, they
when it was
do.
the Kendrick and Drake beef, Maul and Damaris would have like yelling.
What were people saying about Maul?
Maul was
Maul's
called
bugging.
no. They would call Maul a Drake dick rider. They wouldn't call Maul a disrespectful man. They
Some
would literally
people
be like,
do.
"Oh, Maul's riding Drake's dick," but they wouldn't be like Maul's just big. They were calling me like, "Oh my god, she's the worst woman ever. She's crazy. Oh my god, she's like a nightmare."
I agree. They were going a little crazy.
Yeah.
But also, if we add more context, Maul and Damaris usually are yelling at each other. I wasn't yelling. So it looks even worse if it's just one person yelling.
problem. Looks like you're the problem.
If we're both yelling at each other, I don't think it's as bad. When people see one person yelling, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, what's
And
her
I think
problem?"
people think I yell like that all the time in real life. I really don't yell like that. Unless I'm in like a social setting and like we're having like maybe a debate.
Yeah.
But like I don't just like go home and like yell at my mom. Like that's not a thing. That's not a thing. But if we're like, oh yeah, we're all the time, we're like talking back. We might a debate, yeah, for sure.
If you're talking about who had the best rap album in 2024, you'll get there.
But I feel like it's fun to talk like that.
I agree. I agree. You should
Actually,
be.
Drake had the like.
Passionate.
Let's get rowdy.
Yeah, you're passionate.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk.
Don't turn down the passion.
I feel like that. But I guess to round it out, I wanted to ask you guys too, because I've talked about this a lot. As artists that are Canadian, what do you think needs to be done to be able to like cut through, or like what can Canada do as a whole to like improve their entertainment industry, where like say we wouldn't have to go to the States to try to blow up?
You mean like the higher ups, like the labels and things, or do you mean like us as artists?
No, just to be able to cut through like the infrastructure of
Yeah.
being in entertainment. Like what would have to change for us to be able to really be successful and just stay here?
I honestly feel like if we were to just say, like, forget all the, like, because I feel like we're all, like, the first thing that we ask, like, we've spoke about this, but the first thing that we ask is, like, where are you from? Like, automatically, I feel like if we were to, like, cut all that out and actually, like, back people and, like actually, like, get behind something, anything, like, I feel like it could be out of here. Because I don't know if you realize, even when we are all unison in how we do not like something, how much that's out of here. Think about someone like Chromas, and how we all kind of just said, yeah, this isn't what we represent as Toronto, and like how far that's gotten her. You know what I mean? But like if we were to put a positive spin on that and say, okay, yo, we back this, and everyone was just like, yo, we are co-signing this. Like we wouldn't need like someone with a big name to then put another co-sign on that in order to get past like those thresholds. Because I feel like the States, they watch us, like they look at us, like people have actually stole our flows in order to get on. Like they watch, you know.
Lil Tecca.
Yeah, like if we want to put names on it, yeah.
I'm not calling names.
Yeah. So
She said no names.
So I feel like
he admitted it.
yeah, he did admit it. So like if we were to just honestly and genuinely back something and not worry about, oh, we can't because I don't want it to be that person before it's me, or I don't want it to be you because you're from here, or I don't want it to be you because I don't agree with that thing that you did, or whatever the case is. If we were just to back something like wholeheartedly and like stand up behind it, I feel like we would break through so many like barriers easily.
Yeah, I would agree. I would also go as far as saying like the infrastructure here for sure, like you said, does need to change or at least like evolve, because, you know, just thinking about it from like a business standpoint, like as an R&B artist in Canada, there are very few cities that I feel like I could tour and make money and live as an artist. And that's a problem. You know what I mean?
It's also population too.
Exactly. It's population. It's like how many people are in Canada are listening to R&B. Like Toronto's a vibe, Vancouver's a vibe, Montreal's a vibe. Like we have pockets of like vibe and, you know, people of color, or not even just that, or like R&B lovers. And so we tend to tour, the tour stops tend to go there. But like, if you think about it, like there's certain artists who are not in R&B, let's just say like indie or, you know, pop or whatever. Like there's certain people we don't even know, like them as artists or as a band, and they tour Canada every single year. They make an entire living off of their art. And that's what I would really love to be able to see for Canada. Some way, somehow, like for artists here to be able to make a living, like an honest living as an artist, and not necessarily move or go elsewhere. I also agree with like backing something for sure. Like actually, if you love an artist, support them. If you love something, support them. I think we really, really have like this weird thing with community here. We have like little niches of like, you know, there's a group of people like they support like this person. It's like everybody has their little pocket of like community or like their own little niche, or, you know, they build their own community. But it would be nice if there was like more of a consensus in the city where like, yeah, everybody is kind of backing, you know, the artists that they love, regardless of if it's inside their clique or outside of their clique. It's like, actually, I just really fuck with their music. I really like what they're doing, or I like, you know, I like the fact that they're like pushing this, or even as an influencer, like I find that it is nice to see that like people are backing you, I'll say, because I know your content, but like it's not specific to like a specific area or like a clique. It's just like, oh, you make good content. Actually, I want to support that. And I guess my last point is like, I think one of the things that I see in the US is community is cultivated from like a very young age in like school or like sororities, fraternities. There's a lot of things that we don't necessarily have in Canadian culture that cultivates that communal aspect that I think sometimes we're missing. We get it in like, you know, the Africans, the Jamaicans, the this, like culturally.
But then it creates separation.
But, but then that creates a separation. But I feel like there are other things that like move beyond that boundary and that divide, where it's like we can actually create community, even if it is like, hey, like, I don't know, the Black folks, or like, I don't know, just like community in a bigger way, as opposed to just being really small and really niche. So I would say like there's a lot of things that Canada really needs to do better. I do feel like we're turning a page. I really do believe that, especially with like, I'll say with the women. It's kind of scary with a lot of male rappers in the city. I won't lie to you. Like a lot of people move really in like an apprehensive way, because like we've had so many of our rappers just like die out over stupidness and, you know, internet beef. So I do understand why people are very apprehensive to like collaborate or like trust somebody else. But I do feel like Toronto is turning a new leaf when it comes to collaborations. And I'm hoping that even with this collaboration, like especially the Galdem, the women, like we can come together and just like actually have a little bit of a movement that we can show the rest of the world that like we stand 10 toes. If I'm really being honest, like it's funny because it shows with the whole Drake thing too. Like it's so funny when like people are from Toronto and then it's like some like most of that hate is like also from Toronto people or like people from Canada. And it's like, I may not necessarily love everything that Drake's doing, but I don't
gotta
also
give
want to
him-
be the hand that like boxes him down either, because I'm from the city as well. You know what I mean? So I get like just facts in terms of the music, but also it felt like it became like LA versus Toronto. And if it is LA versus Toronto, this is where I'm from.
Yeah.
And that's just what I will say in terms of that, because LA will always ride for LA. If I'm in LA and I'm from Toronto, they're gonna be like, hi, you know what I mean? So
At least like raised on
that's just it.
community though.
How has
Yeah,
it been
that's
for
it.
both of you to break out across the border, like in the US, and to gain a following there? How has it been?
For me personally, I feel like I gained a following in the States off of being like an influencer first, because I was influencer before I was into like music and stuff. So I feel like majority of my following is from the States. And I feel like it was a lot easier then to do things like branch off and do things with creators in an influencer level, because there's no like legalities behind a lot of the things like as an influencer, versus like when you are doing music, a lot of people are like signed in deals, and there's a lot of things that you got to kind of go around in order to work. And then also it's not even just that, but it's also like egos, you know? People want like, okay, so like, is there like what is the leverage? Like why are we doing this? Versus like when you're an influencer, everyone's kind of just like, all right, like content, like why not? It's a reason to do content, like, you know? So I feel like it's been more of a challenge to do that as a musician, but I feel like I'm getting out there now. Like I've been messaging a lot of artists in the States. I've worked with artists in like Australia, but when it comes to like the States, I haven't really gotten a chance to like dabble. But yeah, like I'm definitely working on that, like as we speak, 100%. Yeah,
You fit in like a glove in New York.
I think so too.
But you made a good point about community, because I feel like that's even how it is, say, in like London. Like the Caribbean people and the African people will really like back someone.
Yes.
And they could really just
they bubble.
there there
Absolutely.
and be good.
Yeah.
So, and I do think we have a strong enough community to do that.
Yeah.
It just has to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but I think that it does happen.
But also, I feel like it's kind of weird here because
Not by force.
I don't know. I feel like here it's like if it's not cool to back someone yet, then it's kind of like, all right, you're a dick rider. Like, why are you doing all that? Like, you're doing too much. Like, if I'm the only one, if I'm like, yo, are you dumb? Leila Dey, are you crazy? Da-da-da. And I'm just on it every single day, people are gonna be like, all right, like,
You're doing a
it's
lot.
kind of giving crazy. Like, why are you doing all that? Like, you know, but like if Leila Dey blows tomorrow, which I hope you do, you know. Period. But like if Leila Dey blows tomorrow and everyone's on that, then it's like if I'm now like, yo, Leila Dey and I'm posting her every day, it's gonna like encourage people like, okay, I'm gonna do that too, type thing. And it's like, oh, I don't feel like it should be like, I feel like, yo, like you have something, you believe
Support
in it.
something.
You hear something, if you hear something and you feel like, yo, this is fire, like right off the bat, I feel like you should be like, yo, this is fire. And that's the only reason like that I feel like, yo, this should be out to the masses, like, because there's so much talent in the city.
I'll say this. I'm gonna fake expose Tresor right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Cause I posted nobody say who it is, but I posted a certain Toronto rapper like a few days ago, and he's like, "Come on, fam."
Because the song wasn't good.
Yeah,
the product has to be good.
I think the song was good.
Before
agree.
any support
I agree.
happens,
Who was
the
it?
product
I agree.
has to be good.
I
We'll
agree.
talk
I'm not gonna
after.
say who it is.
I actually don't know. But yeah, this time I actually don't know who it is.
I can't remember either.
But I
No, they
do
don't
agree
know.
with that. I do agree with that. Honestly, I know that it sounds like sometimes it's kind of harsh. Like I'm not necessarily looking to support everyone. It's like if you feel
not
connected to
supporting
the
if you're not
music, yeah, facts. That's it. Like, if I don't connect to the music, I hate saying when people are not good. But like if I don't connect to the music, then I'm not.
that's a
Yeah,
better way of
I'm not
saying
gonna necessarily support it. You know what I mean? And that's
But
fair. Like I'm not
telling me,
asking
come
you
on,
to.
fam, when I'm posting it because I fuck with it.
Yes, but I'm telling you.
I think that could be a conversation.
I'm telling you, come on, because this is objectively bad.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
good.
Wow.
I'm saying,
No way
come
around
on,
it.
Like,
But you
come
support
on,
it. Did
bro.
you like it? Well,
like it.
you like the music.
So
That's so
I can't say
interesting.
nothing to
What
it.
did you think about Wagwan Delilah?
It was funny, I guess.
It was like a skit. It's like a meme. Or
Yeah,
something.
it was
You know
like
what?
That's how I received it.
You know what
too.
cheesed me about Wagwan Delilah? Is that Kendrick was doing the pop out around the same, like it was around the same time as the beef. Kendrick
the
was gathering
timing
the
of it was
pop out.
horrible.
Like, come on, dog.
The timing
like we're in a
was horrible.
war, dog, and you're doing Wagwan Delilah remixes. Like, come on.
My issue with Wagwan
Facts.
Delilah is in a vacuum by itself, I have no problem with it. It's funny. It's clearly a
Yeah.
joke. It's funny. I just think because this is what got put in the spotlight,
Right after.
I don't necessarily agree with it because it's like, if you put this in the spotlight, cool, but also put this in the spotlight.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
put that in
I
the
agree.
spotlight.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
like just
that's deep.
this alone
That's
as
deep.
the sole representation
Yep.
of like what is cool right now
Yeah.
is what I didn't really like
Yeah.
about it.
I thought the
Facts.
timing was definitely off.
Yeah.
yeah. He was taking Unbothered a little too far right
Like, come on, fam. Like, yeah.
But I do agree with that really heavily. I just want to speak on that for 1 second because like that is really what it's about. Like if you can always promote and support whatever it is that you like, but also like I would agree like if there's good music in this city, like if you want to support like parody type music or like whatever comedic type music, I think there's also a responsibility to like support good artists. You know what I mean? Because like for me, and it doesn't necessarily go for everybody, but I think for me, like God, please bless me because I feel like I want to be able to help other artists that are good. Like that's just like if the good Lord blesses me and I'm able to like do what I love, which is music, and make a lot of money off of it, and there's a way that I can give back to my city and bless another artist or just even give an outlet, or if I'm an artist that's big and I know that, hey, like my city doesn't really have a music infrastructure and I'm big in music, I mean, I just feel like,
You're gonna
one
put-
plus
You're
one.
lending that helping hand. You're going to be a stepping
You're
stone.
literally that helping hand. You know what I mean? So for me, I really champion behind people who understand that. I really do. I feel like Jessie is really like living that truth. Like there's a lot of times where she could have reached for a lot of different people to be her openers. And on more than one occasion, she has reached for somebody from Toronto. And she's like, listen, like, I like what you're doing. I see you. Here's an opportunity or here's a platform. And I have to really respect that. Like out of everything, I have to really respect the person that she is in order to do that. So that's just my little piece on it. But I do agree with what you're saying.
Shout out to Jesse Reyes.
Shout out to Jessie Reyes. That's the dogs them. What do you
Yeah.
mean? How you mean?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I feel like Toronto, they just don't, a lot of the time, they don't support you until you blow up
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
else. Because it was like that for us for a
Yeah.
long time, right?
Wow.
Before it was like in the beginning, it was like slow, you get your
Yeah.
friends. And then like once you blow, it's like, oh my God.
I love us.
I love it. It's like, yeah.
I've been there since day one.
Yeah.
Their favorite line.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird the way people
Yeah.
operate. And honestly, it's because most of our following is American too.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, the population plays a big part, right?
Yeah,
There's like,
yeah.
We got to remember that when we say bad treat things.
I know.
yeah. Certain times,
Sorry.
like some people write us like,
what?
"Yo, like we didn't get that." Like, because I feel like we can get very Toronto on the show. We forget like a
Yeah,
lot of our
facts.
listeners are American,
Yeah.
and they'll write in something like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm from here. I'm from here." And we're like, "Oh
Wow.
shoot!" So we have to start like actually like explaining things that we talk about because they're like, "What the hell?"
You
is
get
that?"
corrected.
Yeah, like, what can't be?
No,
Like, yeah,
seriously.
exactly.
But I do get a lot of love from the US, especially because I think that's where like people, there's like the R&B purists are like in the US and in the UK. So if I'm being honest, like that's where a lot of the love comes from for me, like especially online. Anytime like I sing a cover, it's everybody's from the US or from the UK. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Like, so
Yeah.
it's just that the music resonates there more. And that's probably why artists like myself look to go there.
It's always good to. I think it's
Yeah.
always good to try to break out in the U.S. If you,
Absolutely.
like I said, leverage the population is
Yes.
massive, man, and they got
Yes.
money over there.
The world's our backyard. It's not the city you live in. It's the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
With the internet, that's what it
Period.
is.
Yes. Exactly.
We got on the same page. So
Yeah.
Are we good for time, or
We're about there.
yeah? I mean, we could save basketball to next week.
To next, I mean, that's gonna be expired by then.
You're itching to talk about it.
All right.
Okay, let's.
What were
let's-
you
we'll
doing
wrap-
Saturday
we'll-
night when the
let's-
news
let's,
hit?
let's talk about the trade. Then we'll wrap up this
Because
episode.
yeah.
Do you guys watch basketball?
No.
Oh, you're a baller, so but you don't watch basketball.
I'm in and out.
Okay,
Now.
but you don't watch
Did you
Taylor. You don't
did you
watch.
like tear a knee or something? Like, how come you're just like, fuck it? Like, I'm just done.
No, I was just washed. To be honest, like I
Not washed.
like
That's
that's
like,
just
what do you
me
mean?
being-
That's most people's
Yeah, like,
ending
I
of
was
playing ball. You get washed.
Listen, I
understand
got a new, like not a new. I've always music was always my passion, but also like there is something to be said about like not everybody's gonna make it to the NBA or the WNBA, and you just have to know
when to call it quits.
You have to know when to call it quits.
Not everyone can do a muscle up in their late 20s, Mucho.
I was balling with some of the best women Canada basketball had to offer at the time.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really grateful for that. But I wasn't one of those,
like what,
and I had a much better
Kia Nurse?
talent.
Or is she older?
Nurse?
Kia Nurse? Isn't that like a
I think that's like
female basketball player?
Maybe I don't know.
All right. But yeah, Luka and
The biggest, probably the
AD.
biggest blockbuster trade that came off guard in NBA history.
yeah. What were you guys saying when you saw it?
I thought it was fake.
At
I was
first, I
at a
didn't
party
believe
drunk.
I was in Jamaica and I was literally sitting at like the dinner table, I think, and I think we were just having drinks after dinner. I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "This is not real." I'm like, "This is not real." And I'm like reading like the ads and seeing who's posting. I'm like, "Yo, these are reputable pages posting this." And then it finally clicked like, "Yo, this is." As I dropped in the group chat, like, "Yo, what the hell's going on?" That's crazy. I feel like there has to be stuff we don't know. People don't know what happened. So Luka Doncic, who was like isn't he not the top scorer in the NBA?
Yeah, I think it was
MVP candidate.
Yeah, MVP
perennial, like one of the best players every year.
Yeah, literally one of the best players every year, top scorer in the NBA, only 25 years old, right? So he's like played for the Dallas Mavericks, like the best player on the team was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis and Max Christie, I think, and a first round pick. You as like not even basketball, professional sports team 101. You don't just trade your best player on a whim. You usually build around that player. Luka's the player you build around. You don't trade them approaching their prime. He's only 25, right? So in regards to like years, you don't trade them in the middle of the season, approaching their prime.
Something's going on.
For Anthony Davis, who's made of glass.
And chopsticks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think.
What's the politics?
What
And
do you
also
think?
in
What do you
girl
think?
terms, because a lot of people are like, what does this mean in girl terms?
What's yours? I was about to drop one, but I want to know what yours is.
It's probably the same. It's probably the most viral.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do the viral one.
in girl terms, and maybe I'll use like Real Housewives. It's like literally.
Housewives.
Well, try to think
I
of
don't
like.
think that's a broad enough scope. I thought you were gonna say the Beyonce one.
Oh, and people said in girl terms, it's like Destiny's Child trading Beyonce for Chili.
I was gonna. That's crazy because I had to look them up to find Tebow and make sure I was gonna.
T-Boss? You think T-Boss?
Yeah, it was like the least one.
The famous one was
Yeah,
Chili.
someone said it was like Destiny's Child trading Beyonce to TLC for Chili.
That's exactly. Yeah,
And
what I was gonna say.
that's a good way to put it in a way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel bad for Chili.
I know.
You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying? Like Chili was still that girl
It's
though.
Beyonce.
But you're right, it is Beyonce. It's Luka.
it is
You know what
Beyonce.
I'm saying? So that's what it is in girl terms. Also, if you watch your Housewives, it's like trading prime Nene Leakes of Atlanta, which everyone knows who Nene Leakes is. So prime Nene Leakes.
White refrigerator.
Yes, exactly. For like Robin from Potomac. Like, and which you wouldn't even know because it's like who's
She's
still
like a super light skinned girl.
Yes,
Love
there
a
you
good
go.
ball analogy.
That's,
DC.
I still don't know. Oh,
DC, near DC.
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
someone
regardless,
there.
it's like it's literally
I
trading
know
like
that
a
now because
star
of the
player
plane.
for someone who's still good but not star player. So, anyways, I mean, sorry, not to cut you. Yeah, what?
I mean,
Basketball brain.
I think it was fat phobia.
Oh, jeez.
I think it
Because
was
they said he
Luka's
was
not
out of
even
shape.
fat.
They said he was 270.
Yeah,
They
they
shit
started-
out of him.
He's 270.
Yeah,
they're saying.
which is kind of fine if you're 6'8".
Nah, it's not.
Zion 270.
You can get rid of, like, you can lose weight.
Yeah.
You don't
Facts.
trade a player
Yeah,
over
overweight.
them being over, or the conditioning,
He's
like they said too.
270.
Yeah.
That's what the report
He
is
does
saying.
not look 270.
but is he still like a good player?
Yes,
Like,
yeah,
he's
he's
an
amazing
amazing
player.
I don't think
Obvious, cool,
that
like,
can't
yeah.
be why they traded him. There must be something on the back end, like like just like in soccer, like you know what I mean, like there must be something like going on maybe between a coach or
And what do they mean
something's
by
gotta be.
conditioning? What? Like he what? Conditioning in what
He's out of
sense?
shape.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, but that's
man.
what
But
conditioning is for.
You
Just
can
put
get
you back
in
in
shape.
shape.
Like it's not
Yeah.
look at Kyle Lowry. He went from big booty Lowry to All-Star.
Okay.
You know,
He
what
had
I'm
that
saying?
1 year where he was skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, to NBA champion. So it's like to say it's like, oh, he's out of shape, conditioning.
Yeah.
Like you can make but you can enforce a player to get in shape with the right resources. It's the NBA.
I agree. I'm saying it's fucked up.
They said he's a liability on defense, and they want a more defensive-minded team, which is why they got
Anthony Davis who's gonna jump and drop and break an ankle and be out for 20 weeks is better.
He does change your defense, like, you know,
when he's healthy.
when he's on the floor. Yeah,
He's been healthy though the past couple years.
All right.
and his nickname
Not to
is
wash
what?
my mouth, but I don't know if Anthony Davis is playing the rest of the season going uninjured.
Damn.
Thank you.
I don't think he's going the rest. I'm saying like wash my mouth.
His
but
nickname is Street Clothes. So
I don't think he's going in the rest of the season coming out unscathed.
They said LeBron didn't even know. And if
he
LeBron
said
doesn't
at
even
dinner
know,
and they texted him.
I don't think
For real.
they said LeBron didn't even know. They said the only two that knew were the owners, and I think they said
someone's
one
mad.
other
He
person.
slept with somebody's wife.
They said JJ Redick didn't even know. Like it was just the
Is
owners.
that allowed?
Only two.
Yeah,
people
I don't see why not.
Two free. The only people that you know is front office.
The GMs are the ones that
But
do
it's
the
like-
trades,
For sure.
so you don't have
Two
to tell
people
anybody.
knew. Like, it's kind of like that. It's like if we go and investigate, like how.
Yeah, LeBron knew. Yeah,
LeBron.
yeah, LeBron knew.
LeBron
There's
wanted
no
him
way
gone.
you guys think that LeBron James did not know.
I can
Those
see it
are,
happening.
those are dogs though. Those are like good friends.
He's been
very vocal about how he feels about Luka.
True.
Jeez.
He's a big Luka fan. That's true.
But do you think LeBron and Luka are gonna play well together?
Yeah.
I
We
don't
gotta
think
see.
so.
LeBron's got to learn how to play off the ball because he's too old to be.
Luka can't play off the ball.
Luka played off ball with Kyrie. LeBron played off ball with D Wade. LeBron played off ball with Kyrie as well.
I feel like Kyrie's the only time we've only seen that a little bit, and even then, it's like a pendulum. Like,
They made it to the finals doing that.
yeah, he was in his 20s.
It's just their defense is terrible now.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
like.
no, no, no.
So your guards are Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. Like I could score on that. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm being dramatic. Obviously, I
We're
couldn't.
talking
I was
about
about to-
specifically LeBron and Luka. The rest is gonna get fleshed out.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
LeBron
saying-
and Luka, I think they could play
Easiest
well
team to
together.
score on.
But
in the
now
league,
they
but-
need a center.
Yeah, facts.
And they're LA. They get these special deals that only certain people give them
Yeah.
and stuff. So they will find a center.
Yeah, they'll find
Somebody
shit on
go
the
in there.
margins. As long as you have Luka,
Yeah.
the rest don't matter.
Beyonce?
you have Luka now. You're in LA.
Beyonce. So do you think this like exponentially makes the Lakers better?
It exponentially makes their future better.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like the medium to long term,
So you don't think LeBron's getting a ring off this play?
he might play for another 2
don't know.
years.
Yeah, it may extend his shelf life. Yeah.
I don't know.
He can get a ring off this in 25, 26. Yeah.
Oh my god, if he does, I'll be so sick.
Luka lose some
She's
weight.
the number one LeBron hater in this room.
Not hater. I recognize LeBron as a great player. I'm just
Yeah.
not a Bron sexual.
Yeah.
I don't drink the LeBron Kool-Aid. I can't do it. It's not my bag.
I feel
I'm a
you.
big Steph Curry fan.
I feel you. I'm
But-
a Steph Curry fan.
See?
Yeah, he's looking shaky right now.
Well, his team is like, come on. He needs. Did they say Golden State was calling every All-Star in the league? Like, please, I
They
beg.
calling everybody.
Yeah,
And
like
Jimmy
he
said,
needs-
"Fuck that."
Yeah, he needs help, but he does though.
He's
He
going
does,
out
he
like
does, but he's looking a little rusty. He's looking a little old right now.
little Kobe in his
Because
last
he's
3 years.
exhausted.
I'm telling you, right?
He's tired.
Tired. I'm
But
telling you, he's doing all
there's
jobs.
teams that he's had that has been this shit that he's played better on in the past 3.
But he's older too.
Yeah, he's breaking down.
Okay, don't say that.
That's right. Wash. We get washed up.
Yeah, we do.
The knees.
Jeez, man.
And, before we wrap,
Knees.
and then also Zach LaVine is on the Sacramento Kings now.
That's such an ugly trade, yo.
Yeah, that's-
Nobody wants to
De'Aaron
see DeRozan and Levine again. Like,
yeah.
why are we doing this
yeah.
again, man?
Lamar trying to get rid of him. Like,
Oh my
I kind
god.
of like De'Aaron Fox with Wemby though.
Yeah, me too.
I like that. Me too. I like
I
it.
feel like people aren't gonna like it as much as they think. I don't believe in De'Aaron Fox like that.
Really?
I don't either.
Yeah, I think he's a little. I don't know. I would love to be wrong about it though.
Well, I don't know. Tell me, like, what do you not fuck with De'Aaron Fox about?
I don't think he's like a winner like that. Like I don't think
You don't
that.
think he's
I don't
him?
think this is the thing that's gonna make them a perennial playoff team. I think they still need more pieces, and
No,
it doesn't
yeah.
like. He's not gonna be the guy on the team. He's not like Wemby's the
But
guy.
Wemby's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had shitty point guard plays, so it's like an in between move where they didn't give up much, and they're gonna be good while Wemby's a top 5 player because it happened quick as hell. So you have to like
In
you
the
have to, like-
West.
huh?
Yeah, I just.
He's a top 5 player in the league right now.
Wemby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. By far the best defensive player, and then like the greatest lob threat of all time. So you do that, and then without giving up too much, you're pretty good for now. You got everybody else's picks, and then the real play is like 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah, and I think they need that play 4 or 5 years later.
I agree with that.
What a time.
What a time.
NBA is exciting right now.
Yeah. Sprucing things back
Gotta
up.
tune in.
It is.
Yeah,
She's like, gotta tune in.
Tune in.
You be going to those courtside games though.
What?
You be going courtside to the games though.
No.
No, you don't.
You never been courtside?
No.
Have you been to basketball?
I've never actually.
Have you ever been to like a basketball game though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been to a basketball game in years. No, I'm lying. I might be lying. I can't. My memory's really bad.
Yeah.
I got mom brain, but no, not courtside yet.
Yeah.
Courtside's fun.
Soon.
I've been courtside. It's fun.
I know.
It's fun.
She's also been to Italy twice.
I know, twice.
Okay, guys. Now you guys are dragging it.
Not really.
You guys are dragging it.
Period.
Dragging
World
it.
traveler.
Pack me.
Dragging it.
Pack me.
Dragging it. Twice.
I'm travel size. I can fit in the bag.
Listen, all you gotta do is find a good deal. Follow what's Myrna's The Impatient Tourist. Listen, as long as you find a good deal, you can travel the world.
What's her name?
The Impatient Tourist.
Impatient.
Yeah,
Tourist,
she posts. She
yeah.
posts like she finds like crazy cheap flights like anywhere in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, travel as long as you like really look at the right time. Traveling is really not that bad.
Right?
The Impatient Tourist. Yeah, yeah.
That's free game promo,
right? She's been on our show before.
Shout out
Myrna. She's
Myrna.
been here.
Ran into her.
Yeah, she's
from
really
Toronto?
good. Yeah, she's from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
She travels the world, and sometimes she'll post like she'll be like $200 to freaking Bora Bora, and you're like,
No
how'd you find that? What the fuck? Yeah, literally, and she'll post it, and people, yeah.
I just
She'll
think
put it
my traveling eyes aren't as open as they should be to really benefit from stuff like that. Because she'll be like, yeah, $100 round trip to Kazakhstan. I'm not going there. I'm sorry. Like,
Yo, there's
I'm
some
cool.
places I'm just not going.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
facts.
But she does post a lot of good stuff.
$200 trip to Thailand. Thailand's
Yeah.
cool, but I'm not going. It's too far.
I wanna
I'm not.
go.
You feel
I
me?
would love
I would go.
I
wanna
went
go.
to Thailand, and it was
I
Yeah.
don't like long flights.
I know.
No,
long
my
flights
friend
are
did.
rough.
Oh.
She went for like a month before Chris, and like
Because it's a
she was
long
posting. I
flight.
was like,
Yeah.
girl, like, it was
Nice.
gorgeous.
I can't
I
do
wanna
long
go so
flights.
Yeah, Brazil
Yeah,
But if what if it's
also.
worth it in the
You
end?
gotta lie me down. I gotta be in
Yeah.
the bed.
Well, I know you're a tall guy, so
I gotta
get
be in
it.
the bed.
Oh,
You need first class. Honestly, traveling
day.
first class, extremely far flights is amazing.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, game changer. Very much so worth it.
I want to go to Dubai, but I think I can only do it first class, and I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know that Emirates flight
I'm
can't.
scared to do Dubai.
They're gonna arrest you for calling someone bitch.
It's too
What would you guys do if I?
regulation.
What would you guys do if I called you like, yo?
Not free Zoe.
Is it fatal?
I know.
You know what? Wrap it up. Wrap it up right
That
here.
was good.
Thank you so much. That was a great episode ender. But thank you both, ladies, Leila Dey and Taaylee G. Thank you for
so
coming.
much for having us.
Yeah, please plug yourselves. Like all the above. Let everyone know
Yeah,
where to find
absolutely.
you, how to
Listen,
find you.
you can find Leila Dey, LeilaDey on all socials. Leila Dey, LeilaDey.com, everything Leila Dey. Make sure you
You're the
check out
first
the
person to ever
music.
shout out their website. I know that's right.
Yeah,
website.
man.
I need to look
Listen,
through it.
anything. Google Leila Dey and just follow the music. Support the music if you like it. Attention
Yes.
remix featuring Double M and Taaylee G out now. Make sure you guys go run that up. Yeah.
Taaylee G, Taaylee. Sorry, Taayleeg. And because they forget the double A, it's always one A.
I know it's
Always.
funny because when we got the outreach to have you guys on the show, Mucho was like, "Those are some good women right there," and I was like, "You know what, Mucho?"
Mucho.
I was like, "Guys, we gotta do 3. How are we gonna do?" Like, no, we're gonna do it.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Great women to have on the show, and I was like,
That's
"All
love.
right."
That's love.
All right.
Thank you, Mucho.
They were like,
Shout out
"Oh,
Mucho.
I was like,
Yes.
Super producer.
Yes. Shout out
look
Mucho.
good
I love you for that. Thank you.
But thank you
over
so
there
much for
blushing.
coming. This was a great episode. Full house.
Absolutely.
People are gonna be like, "Can we do 6?" I'll be like, "No, this is a one time, please." But thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Great
you for
song,
having us.
great
Thank you
work.
so much
Wishing
for
you guys
having
all the
us.
best. Welcome back at any time.
Thank you.
And Relentless Gang, we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.